Wahab TV way. Smart. 8K. Netflix, YouTube. And I say, you go yi. And you send the boss to be go yi. Kafab, young conqueror promo. It's a more price no. Aye easy. Oh machine way. Aye energy saving. I send keeping me no more fresh, side by side. Fridge ni, freezer susu ni. Na we man to. Kafam young conqueror promo no. We told TV no at easy price. And you do ways to check. Wow! Kafam young conqueror promo tea. I was a phone if you grab me trauma. 6 burner gas oven. Nibble for chicken inside. Me tell any aside chairman, rice cooker. Kafam attitude home appliances. Now tell you any baby. Menyamu blender. Menyamu kettle. Masenyamu microwave oven. Na say emoni chicken amu say onu ana banku ndi free fa. Kafa me kokko promo no. Aye say wakoto anwamo. Nya cho banku ni nam aka ho. Ele me di banku ni bi. Me di banku. O da bi anwamo ni sin chance me di banku no. Chocho focho. Aduane ye de. Kohwegu. Ajimada. Say be say de. Dia.
Right, I was Ramo Aquaba, maybe I will be maybe say Empomo Aye. If I be doing Como Afa or my Ghana home, questions baby or what, maybe say one for ya or baby sir, ranging from question Yantechi getting parliamentary approval. I don't know if that is how I be put to know to Ghana economy, and I do a chair Nefamu or BBC, how Ghana for a war hand Casanso air the economy the Honsem. Aside that, Russia, Ukraine, so you kakra, and then finally on COVID-19, Ghana, as I say, is it a bye-bye to COVID? The Honsem, oh, free abridge now, Bana Udru Airport, now Udra, and Yadia, why you tester, and that's why we're panning to now, we here test BBO, what it means for a reason, because they say COVID, no, Hong Kong, China, is a new one, be opportunity, and all that. Na eba ye hyase no ye ne opani Farouk Wahab na hyase edin komo fasa ansemi ho eni ntinyame adom abeka yensa e wo studio ha ye ne no ebedi enkomo afasa ensemi ho aja yamakwa
Kofi me Joseph
yampomba ko de
Kofi ma fa papa
medasi ye shesha kakra opani Farouk Wahab international diplomatic consultant to science amaya hodobi anamu e wo ha or you'll be an energy ball of Bohopa. In fact, why yes, sports administrator cry or Ghana hearts of folk. And which you know, what to quite pa, I found we are say politics, ne economy, ne hon some or buy or do Hannah Mr. Charlie Bitcoin in person, you wouldn't be, is it a good thing? And all mommy ideas, Kakrani, Yama, whether is the way to go. Ne knowledge, you know, a door so or one I say a tapubi, and anybody didn't come on answer, no. Tap send app bia mekam for the amount say opesa send this sika fee say ya Ghana ha the easiest and the fastest way ya this sika eba through tap send o download do app na o send this sika o dey send this sika problem bia any ho very easy to use and to download do tap send see ya app or US UK Canada Europe are mine so over to me I use tap send easily when your problem be anti download do na use na fa send sika fa brefie Easter opese o mo bi Easter dia na eno no but my memfa self to Ghana for ne titu mo amowo akwantu mu de tie ne se enuane amudi na bi wo ho won se nipa no diabetes wo ho a won se nipa no bi wo ho a a lot of problems ewo na pomoden ho yanam yedidie mu ne ade no aduane bi aba a apia very very good e be fa o mon krato sisi a edin no true green foods no ema o aduane a carbohydrate wo mu wo fam pa enti obi a wo asikyire yade ene yade ahodo bi ase wontumi ni fufu no say aduane wo betumi ade very good for your health enam said ye one more ayen no very very good enuane bi etese fufuo banku tz kinky ena afi eba ni nyina wo mo ahyeda aye no sonko porridge koko ayedi kra no true green foods ema low carbohydrate meal a ebeboa wo ewa pomoden eho ani nyina no eye esam form a obetumi ensa akabi enti bomoden na tiesa enkratoi na yene eja faruka wahab yen hye nkomonase
Minianum, some of us transfer from Dimupa. Na yare ahuru bi enam aduane bi ayedie so amie nya no. Ompese wonye bia. E de na obese se wadidim kakra. Na ne enim da. Ya diabetes, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, cholesterol, ene kase mroso. Ya keka ho ni nyina no. Se yetimi nya firi nuane bi mu te se banku, fufuo, dokono, ampesie, ene ya keka ho no. Enti na ase pa enkoma true green foods. Ya wode ho akobo Green Health Pharmacy, ene functional medicine center ho. Se wadi nuane bia carbohydrates no low yeah very healthy na dey dey biokran say wo diabetes you uni bio udi a uni problem me musa chire if say wudi true green foods for me no was experience
ma pom di na sipi me sugar na ehuri koso tete na
I told you
ma medi fufu benku dokono tozafi eba eni amala omuni ane na meka se wo kan enche sma na be
Dosi mixed flour, Alka mixed flour, Fufu mixed flour, Yummy mixed flour, Kajma porridge, Alta oats, Better oats, Clean oats, and the baking mixed flour. True green foods in Sweden. Start to send me anymore. Oh, council, Sima na ben. Minianum, some of us transfer.
Okay, we enkrato bi amegidi say very good for your health. Ubomoden na onsa etumi ekansa enuane bi afa wo numbers no na ene wo mo eni nkomo na pebi ebeboa we very very good for your health na wetumi enyi ache ede amaye. Enti yenhye yenkomo na se na yemura issues no emu mama frefre ya faruka Wahab no munya abotre ma no we wie sesia embombo de
Bacho bia boko.
ensuo no se we ya hode
No, say me no me you chrome tie ni yes, but I don't think so.
I say bibia ensuo na agugu ama whether na ye fine pa whether na Ghana nkwa na whether sisa pe na adwenbone abanko fotim
And there.
oh
Okay, lazy countries are normal here.
oh really
It's a lazy country. A lazy country we operate by weather. So as a Ghana public office crown and I could feel usually was going since you took my holiday.
yeah
And I refi.
yes.
At the same time public office will beat me for phone. Send the chief director my mama because in your talk. And this how they ensure a big weapon to call for an excuse duty. Doctor I saw with theater at a particular time. With me first he couldn't come. Meanwhile, a woman, a baby or baby will labor ward. And indeed, he couldn't come. Any fault or reason is that baby or teno, there's a flood. He cannot go. And so they are a very good and a very big excuse I Ghana, which shouldn't be the case. But as some countries in Suta or managing, once you had in Suta, it comes with excuses and it's also a big deal to the community. They don't want so to dance my belts, and as I would say, part of Accra, baby, flood here very predominant. I sure baby to say pillar 2 Monesa area now. KOFI, you wouldn't like say it ever rains.
But I'm sure so an uncle for a year whether no than one by whether no than one by no so can we
Lazy say and no dear, say Chrome Hanos, while watch here June, July, and the main season. And what this time say season weather necessary. Okay, the phrase the global warming it has an name. But the normal circumstance Ghana June, July no is a pregnancy period of the Ghanaian woman to so share most about 45-50% of Ghanaians if they have not changed the original month of birth now. So when they get impregnated in June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. And to show the trend of Ghanaians are warm January and February. And as a beer, insurance a beer say to me talk by February more. Saturday and maybe around that time, no, those who are by December, the Ghana for a lot around June, July, no, the production or the productive period and as a delivery period is around that time. So I think that the nurses, midwives in the country, no, and the Ghana labor wards, no, they know the season. And it's very interesting. It's one of the countries in the world that the midwives and I say your medical system and I say health system accept to say around this period you're more labor and more birth. It has to do with how lazy we are when it rains and how we like sex when it rains maybe.
I may just say quick before I buy Ghana economy, no, share global trends in definitely have an impact. But my name only aban will track and because it looks like in some of our COVID, for instance. Okay, yeah, Ghana, yeah, border no baby Edruno, Nanado, and won't close to me. No first interview, say figures
2020.
Yes, yeah, and you close to ye. Then, to say system, no, the way I airport to hold here, me some interview here. Just after that, that has also happened. Is it that moving reading a pay or they watch? I don't get it. you send info to them because I be now we say I am a prophet or can album
KOFI TV no prophet because said there's ones there. So Bekaya 2020 our first COVID interview. The second interview, no, then I requested for a closure. But that very day, Bekaya now information minister and the government machinery I press conference say in do ho says here higher home see about to board anymore and then on your platform which is very big I insisted say no, it will be a very big and a grave mistake say you be giant because at that time no see 73 or so and then KLM was coming, British Airways, they're all flying in and out, whereas say Naspin when you hit Italy hit. So out of that, you know, I strongly did a crusade on your using your medium. Also so your brother was Ghana for does I think maybe now also platform they do a channel sent a very strong signal. Message my said the reason why omutum. I think so on that interview, if you refer, I also stated the sequences of the COVID, me can at that time say, much as we should believe say a virus exists, you know, it was also a fake and a scam kind of a stuff, what I say. Because we engineer a virus, our laboratory, you don't determine anymore the mindset of that virus. And at that time on your interview, if you refer, I also said, say, I don't think and I don't believe, said that virus created, you know, was actually targeted, the African for and na ebinya womu because I do remember and I may recall say me can say we share Zika, we share chikungunya, now share malaria mo any Apollo, what does it any HIV, any Ebola, those ones are French for year tested ebini HIV Congo in 71 year being 54 other people Spanish forces so acquire chikungunya around 75 thereabout, Kele, Mexicans, a whole lot, and a Zika. And then I brought it to bear on Tama, your friends of Chinese for Estate say, Omsu back into the picture. And I did mention and I stated, say, there cannot be a World War number 3 with any conventional weapons. But World War number 3 no, will be two things. It will be a war of the health and a war of the economy. And the economic war, no, and not China, I imagine, so best step up. No, so who say no. So Koba say, yenya malaria, na America and then UK and the France superpower, omo dimusika all these years. Omo laboratories and omo pharmaceuticals companies, ne dimusika. Yama China be permanent security members, China and Russia. Yehu China for ni Russia for Edrobia, internationally acknowledged. Rather no France lab no diama near diama German company on your part but no marco develop no more the same thing happened in Ebola. By the time you declare ayi say endemic your friends Ebola in Sierra Leone bibisa say who was the last person to be treated Ebola in Sierra Leone, and on your same Kofi Adoma TV that I say let Ebola come the whole Africa, Ghana they will not declare say Ebola ni biabaha obeka story no meaning say here became their hub. Now Ombeje response unit baby old Hajj village the Ebola center to UN anopa volunteers no the flight to cop 3 hours 2 hours Liberia any Sierra Leone omakotena se omakotutu mika abadi ni Lungi River nano aji na Liberia Sierra Leone for ya ka omagudem. But predominantly at that time I mentioned, if you check her, any country Ebola ebeya ibia na diamond mining company a country. Congo Ebola come good them say I risk you don't go out and escalation of the land to diamond the Morovia Liberia a diamond, Guinea a diamond, Sierra Leone a diamond. Emma Ebinya bi say American for bi so makonya bi yedum kwa Arizona hospital ya anti dey say treat you mo yenya Spanish doctors any nurses bi so manya Ebola ye hwem CNN na hwem BBC ye hu ba bi a omkiom, and even the Sierra Leone itself the Mami Yoko and say your friends a Radisson Blue Hotel na abrofo no kwa no mo da ho no African Sierra Leoneans na ho no ya mo bi anko fieda omutuo no mo no aduane ma abrofo no. And this one be see Lungi Airport, no more cross the Lungi River no, ebedu Freetown City a. Nav cars apaki omdomu koma miyoko. Nipa omoko akoki Ebola for no makofa buses. Omi si ubi ashen trainers, ashen training boot. Now omo yeden, omo tumika, omo jog. Ebu enyume 4 o'clock back to the airport. But no mabeda Accra. Look at that cost. And at that time, the sub-region of the whole West African 17 countries, you know, Ebola, but it will be $5 million to contribute. And then they see the research of HIV. HIV, you know, who send African for yare, and you declare no for as an African endemic or pandemic, call it. But then HIV, you know, Serbia, Brofono, countries are in Europe, and him for an said per sex chair Americans, Obakaya. Now HIV, they needed money from even the American sporting people. No? American basketball player, was that Jordan, whoever?
Yeah.
No? Yes. I can't when you HIV. That was 1992 always. Me bacho way. So that I say. Me bacho HIV. I can say South African for Nkoko Krenyebi. Yenyebi Botswana declare muzi HIV. Say no. Why has the HIV gone? Yes, it is there, but abrofoni yen now show population near and him for na dominant. Yen the whole entire African continent 1.2, 1.3. Why should anybody sit down and think say, yeah, they are so fools, yeah, they are unprotected sex, no, yeah, near pe. Now Europeans, any Americans, any the Asians, you know, omonum dear friend condom. Whereas at that time, no, condom was a big market like nose masks. And the same thing at Chinese for ombeton condom forcibly in African countries. A man need a part of African budget. Condom budget was part that every African country you have to. Whereas here companies don't produce a budget a condom. No. It was for say a maulona no more about 20% the top condom demand. So kochema unko for. But when they are not condom ni in Chibi, is home hospital opa nu yi. But what they say, these are things. Yellow fever, hay fever ni no. A lot of them that are natural virus, let it be. But the concocted and originated engineered virus from laboratory, no, and then China for. Now back our program as of December 2019, China was begging for nose masks. The same December 2019, Oman in South Sudan economy I shattered. The same December 2019, Oman in South companies that were hano abrofo suma nkwa yare na eba yeni ahodro. Meanwhile, no worry has it hunjintao. In 2002, SARS 1, and Obey SARS 2, 2009, San Woko, and a Xi Jinping by. What I say, Intina Omo Prane, say how to suppress. And to Koba say 2019, or say, Yentimin Sano. Then the Europeans, out of panic, Italian companies were the biggest companies in China. Only they produce Gucci, any bags and designer bags within China, taking advantage. And with the raw materials in Yemen or any labor cost, no, they are called to Italian shop. Gucci produced in Italy in China for about $50-$60 and or the kwa kwaji $4,000 e woni krom omu wie no no ma sa aka se auto in China dey fake but we turn Italy dey original. That was market. Now the Chinese government told us some more cordia mamunton companies in my individuals companies munton municipality out of mad rush and no nyina tunton companies China for simisomtwe ojiwie no. These are the companies and these are the platforms as at March 2020. I mean, no best at the interview. No, the only country I know about China nose mask was Germany, 59,000 euros. March, April, May, not China or supply Italy. April, May, no supply America. Me what I say with oxygen. America in New York to oxygen over how much? Billions of dollars. Country now no soon. Now we realize China PPEs the status or supply. Within August of the same year, within 8 months, not China and air cargo or supply countries. Now everybody in the world. Saudi Arabia need to put billions of dollars, Kuwait billions of dollars, and China in the wake of COVID undoubtedly is the most strongest economy as we speak in the world. What does it tell you? China for na ni omso mawu no mu wai. Ebe nam so ma African countries. Yes say COVID. Ama ye be den. Ye nipa kura wu ase amfa ne mayen. And if you look at that time, are we saying say emo limitation no ana so poisonous no omu jaya na Kofi Adoma mi no mi ni say na COVID ere say nkenya bi. We did interview Kofi Wu Ankofo fie Ewe Ankofo shop Bahat. Let me use that word. Bahat. Kofi ba mi fie me no from COVID time who say nose mask that. No, it is only where it is mandated because I knew that if it is has to do with immune and boost your immune system. But unfortunately, lomo we no is rather unfortunate because at that time it be cry na COVID related. But a year global panic says I was seeing ya COVID. Ona ya COVID. Okobobo footballer we pra. And na ya didn't COVID because the doctors were acting panically and they didn't want to do anything than to declare everybody because hospital you treat cardiac issue you need diabetic issue you need bibia obi abeba hospital at that time be until you request or come tum. Kofi, how did it go? And severally on your platform I said look at how at the rate the Western world expected Africans to be bombed by the COVID.
So WHO crack and say omo predict say enche nkofo be wu
the street so your friend is saying brigade nene what you say why they forgotten what they did 2017 in Nigeria omo koto OAD Nigeria for the Japan ka overseas development agency ka 80 million or koje say immunization polio akoyama no and the good luck. So a certain countries around Africa even around some of Ghana and others, Edom who share your friend is saying a brigade fellow. Immunization is vaccination is any many now. And you confirm me, Mr. Say, Italy for no Mugu streets is so. And you share only a fundaka. American for no Binam street are now up what theater no. Where has that gone? And this other watch here ahead of December. Abrofonso imagine say China for Jimisika because my boyfriend China for Jiwomo big time. And Jomsu be premier. Where do they start? They start from capital market of Africa, South Africa. And the afraid be so many chrome. Meboa.
Yeah, South Africa then.
The buyer no. Ramaphosa, and unquire they say, O mu laboratory chrome ha, mo yes no. And a certain putting the day start here. And Jim Biza say, Sa COVID, any Omicron, a unity, as we the and then the Bible Johnson or declares that will be unfunny on Vanco. And I asked from day one, says also Michelle nose mask, mean sanitizing mean sanitizing me nose, a drew baby crying for this, a Roman nose. My sanitizing me now. Name mom. There was a time we cut even restaurants were closed. Hospitality for near no mere mobile. Ebi antimama back bium. Ebi hotels and solibium. Ebi restaurants and solibium. Now, ebe do baby say you might lose restrictions. After a team call restaurant, name momo kwa she nose mask mashe medu gate. Yes, we nose mask were midi okay. We sanitizer were ensure wash my wash. ni nyina ya kwotena se kofi abane ne we ya ba ne dipa 100 esi ya hia kofi obi edidi obi ayini nose mask ato enti ye kire se the worst scientist ni kire se covid ni didi a wompie wa bia onuma heat na abo an kwa pese opie ko no
wana se o mo se ye didi a yenkasa nti
ye didi a yenkasa hwan African ni ba no didi onkasa African no didi no ankasa obedidi yanko ha video na ko ranko for sankwa no so mu nkasa what be that Africa de kasa ne didi unless o fe adun ni ba bia wo kan do you understand me abrofu Germans o ko ba bia o mu didi a that's why onom san hokra no mu ye didi kofi wo mi nyina bai France for na no mu say obeka say 2020 France need the first country to declare say wonya covid dro me pa che ebae because say origination and because say designing of that virus no enye omu na ye nti oyi ni tia no sa twen ni ti kwa no hu sa de na eto na kofi so am pa say virus abewiase the world scientists researchers best in virus Japan, Germany and France, no country, not even America, no UK. These are the best. UK me the only we na Manchester for so ye new Manchester yes you aba. What I say? This are this school. No we so aba. Say ni the papa. And yes you be designing to be say Manchester researchers any your friend is saying all community British schools. No am so do me aba so be research is get. France and virus in Hodru. Germany of all people when you virus in Hodru. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Now before this in 2005 and 2002, way back until COVID became a reality, no. And SARS-1, SARS-2, now Chinese ni bia or nam Europe. Ushan airport no she nose mask. Taiwan ni bia no minim deal no. Taiwanese bia no she nose mask. And you bizarre say world cities of pollutions, world countries polluted. China or Switzerland and him find air polluted. To the extent say Chinese ni ba holidays so Swiss obi a she nose mask. Chinese ni bia no ba Holland KLM o she nose mask. Obi America no she nose mask. Some of us were aware that something was being brewed. There was something incubated. There were some things and incubated. And lo and behold, you know, the Chinese for no, when so neo colonize any African country to take them as a colony. But Chinese need African resources. And the target was not Africa. The same way I'm designing a virus, HIV, say the target it was so great it breaks down the immune system of the Africans. While say women it was not affecting them to that extent. Do you understand? So Chinese, in my view, and I'll still insist, say it was a calculated, well-designed virus. Only targeted abrofono. Now, if you no say no idea, no. Kofi. That time I near interview, and the whole restrictions all over, any lockdown near that, no. About market of Nigeria, near human traffic, police in Istopo. One nation nose mask. One nation nose mask for Lagos. One nation nose mask for Apapa. One nation nose mask for Kigali. One nation Kigali crowd they only are too strict into only the Obiashe. But if you other African countries, including the South African, yes, only 50,000 cases. Ukom Klaba. Kofi, I was in South Africa in 2021, double, 2 times. Obia no nation nose mask. And to me call me COVID test even to come out of the country. Now me call Lancet, which is the biggest laboratory in South Africa. Then I asked him, say, it be a guy, I'm told about some nice guy. And I was and said, and to Chrome has said, no, I don't know more COVID cases, near too high, sir. The gentleman asked me, say, are you sure? What about Ghana? I said, Ghana, we are now even around the 100,000 cases or so. But I say more or less almost 1 million exchange. I say, na my laboratory in hospitals because South Africa hospitals as empty as anything. Bigger hospitals in Gauteng, in Gauteng. What they say, Santin area. I feel there. Obeka Chem say, you know what? Figures never out, you know. Meme ko na mkobusa Ramaphosa, where the South Africans are sick. And truly to his words, Ubi Santin area, Santin Mall, baby, and Abofun area when you know about restaurant to him, Obi out to no cigarette, Obi no shade nose mask. But then if you are in Soweto, you have to put on nose mask. If you are in Eastern Cape, you have to wear nose mask. And the coffee, it is a certain kind of a virus. Be a friend Abofun who say, okay, ordinarily come with me. Ubaka said before Putin, na nke England for so asate virus bi unity na kwen nya bi me pa che sa virus no Kofi where you quit you say English for no esi saying
I think putting bomb na aka no nti
en kom so mu say so de ne dia no o de ba meke Kofi shared when it came to a politics of the jab panieno Kofi say okay I okra force me ama me ko obi Kofi paniano aba brofere mo obi aso mo obi de what is that? What kind of a joking paradise is that? What do they take us for? At that time, no, they started pushing the Africans in there. Obi ankowo. Kofi Africa, entire continent, our job today is not up to 45%. And where is the COVID hitting the Africans? Ghana, Trotro, yi nose mask. Circle, yi. Kofi, me call baby a friend on Nyanyano River Hall. Baby, turn fresh fishing. And I'm saying, me call fresh fish. That time, now COVID lockdown. And do show nose mask. Na say eja ultimate wait from kakra police form awoko ndiminya police bi o madam for no so perfection nyina ekoi papa se mo maye nko out there ya to your dame nyanya no Riverside no omo draft make say company they are more than be
obi ato dame
omni omo ye no omo ma because schools were on vacation nipa ho no omo ko by 1200 those must me say nenti go for we say ni obi abewu Mimi beach nyina no mashem nose mask Kofi all these things were completely nonsense because say till today with all due respect say I respect say yes there had been an existence or there's an existence of a virus but I'm also quick to say Africa nyamini ediye China forces ni ediye because virus no squares down nowhere afi na brofo no mpese o play politics no so be kire one Jimmy and another British for this starting one Jimmy me job new virus na yehuno so one Jimmy me job ulon crowd be permit farmer there was going to be restrictions unfortunately for them no and a certain Putin so by ya say no COVID politics around the world yenti or Canada COVID politics around America yenti in debut Yenti the speeches by the prime ministers and then also politicians of the world, including Yenya and Kasaya Parliament in other places. In the Kofi Bebusa were videos say COVID no fahin.
I was for no any question no. Say ye bisa say what COVID ho asem. E bia na wo China wonim no. Ana wo UK wonim no a. Ka che ne say ehwehwe no. Na say ase
ya fe no.
Oh, buy no so na na nipa rest fine.
Among forest COVID season so no man for appreciate gains of most countries no man for more. Because among fortunate fee yenya audios yenya videos here man say afi there COVID or without COVID no be out of you or more bread. Now if you lazy country like Ghana now ono anko ne bank ono anko ne teaching field now we customs so anko now anye na ya man so ayo madwen say onyae root panties share any size panties go say
and I guess any open gate
and the problem by the coffee that battery that comes to the point there mza ola say who beside say then I feel there o maybe airport because coffee
oba wa panie no true you don't need
coffee me can say the money that had gone to that airport not the government of Ghana, Republic of Ghana, or no by nantima anye ni say private enterprise. Not private company, of course, they are smart, so I give it to them. Their vision and how quick they were to organize themselves and tell the government, say, you can't do it, I'll do it. You know. As a businessman, I give it to them. Not that we stand there, no. Me find say a very funny tale. Say government who piska, now here's ka. Now the owner of the airport. COVID was at the time 2020 post-elections and near Grele ministers. Say that facility at Kotiga International Airport one area. Communication minister didn't know. Information minister saw research. Health minister saw ministry or research. Meanwhile, they were all continuing ministers. No one na use. You say national security minister also nim. And you say aviation minister. No, be any transport to be anyone no name the facility in Yanidia. Kofi, how much at that time they started with $150. ya jiji Accra ya won 1 day old ya jiji Ghanaians into that budget that money into that government in Yemusa say if we made so big money because 3,000
company
there be a Ghanaian company I'm told what it the Ghana new company cry now if country needs any tax I think say we should know say how much has we earned on that company taxes as against will be a ton board there AMA for equity receipt man into Ghana government no yenya sign or airport it was on that strength and America say yaji because country biana from late mid of last year no started say olusu the restrictions ebeba up to October the enemy say some year COVID test which was a mandatory requirement say me took kwanya akọ Europe meye into my year tua that time no $150 me find say be about $50 my year tua $50. Number 2, are we so smart and clever than Germans? Me do airport German for nyam airport ma me ntua bi ni ama me ko ni pia no so aye the whole world Ghana kwa na u pay ne 3 times because Ghana u pia kono obeye country in America till today United States of America was not doing that on you no pia for bag because so ko America ya sure where you ko ya o so where you ko Scania man em kwase ma wem ya wem thank you o ban no aye for America and you go 1 year under 24 hours 1 year under 48 hours and in the air so Kofi Adumanya COVID were air there na ke said the whole 370 passengers on board there as 877 no obi anya bi anan meboa na udu kotoka 150 Ghana 50 foreigner say afensu ekoba say we na we positive we be positive A positive for no hotel B positive for no eko Lakema any other government hospitals obia obedi ho adanse on what I'm saying Ghana government chain airports when ya COVID or then call airport no or then call hospital no paracetamol ya mani bi yamano paracetamol yamani codeine and yamano malaria drug ono any family member ne to bi ane dia command 1 week time near bi no onko
yeah
this was the game
kai abanti ba kwa ne free Dubai sa Edu airport almost test almost airport
can you imagine
almost Lakema wo ho anu afre na omo hwe
ya man hwe ya man air condition wo me dom ko kwa benya hospitals ya so air condition is in so one man drug after 1 week no abie no ko because a certain platform a certain company bi and waji project ni say or show COVID for ono no project meant so akwaji nsika the more people that they book ya the way nyina aye ho as a country so that was the call I made say every country back to back na say wo mu no we are only 1 year 1 out into 2 adan kwa ne 3 sika na o magye no aye yie so Kofi your platform started with COVID for closure your platform started with COVID for opening until now more or less you can call it coincidental but God in his own wisdom now things said the government ni ye no say yes so you can asem kakra no ebi na other people have also lamented and commented on it say it has become virtually too much but no kra no kra no go from the laws kakra to tell you and I will 2 aha and I year 1 aha who do I say at the end of the day thank God and then I said say open market competition adentina ye kodia companies multiple companies to me na ye badia restrictedly one company does that mean say those companies romantigen methods or the mama intimidate call omno PCR or the mama kono say ye badia no different PCR so all these things were done only to protect a certain company and make a certain money enough if they made the money we believe and hope say the government has also made money on also anya ebia a certain revenue into if Ghana a country bia na doubts no ho say surgeon engine analysis ka woman zuzu ani no kameni abane panka through GRA kame declare tax yenya no airport ni ahu sa mpa se agigi 150 kwa mo amwa abrochi especially no because na Kofi area ho say Ghanaians could not come home obi ne massive
that is where
UK for Canada for I say the whole world na wo more Ghanaians basic and say social system ni adwuma
Germany so
Oh, Germany so almost step up the game in Holland, but okay, almost two was whopa jedan, a dem nene madia anywhere for there, UK and Canada. Okay. Because the more you give, the more.
Okay. Statistics radio, you say more verify my.
Oh, verification be any. Europe be any. Say German force have a picture anymore. So also there, also introduce one amount paper. Into so there, another way because the population is depleted. So
it's good news. I feel they finally. But my also be say doesn't mean say wo ba na
obi juice ka wo
wo panie na say we test edeba.
Na udu airport ya mo but skatua bi anim.
Udu airport e be wo. Enti no onwo ya opa wo no. Ento sa wo be ye test no ho. Now the negative results no e dey abdu airport. Na afi omo ahweso amma wafro plane no. Ofro plane na bedru Ghana na ya chew na e dey awo. Enti na e ho asem enti we obi say no. Was say I only got 2 and I am in UK. Oba ya deni say ono wa utupe but over UK. We are there. I say I can see that again. I can see okay. That wise man, one of the wise man. But quickly, you move to economy, no?
Yes.
Yeah, but you move straight to Ghana economy. Say said that here, any Elevia, Abba, and home ensem. Yes, my company yatum say, Nema Moya day. Na Nema Moya day, and ye Ghana, we are singing now. Only BBC, Eddie Komobi, Yemeka Krabi. Na yen fancy tweety and come though we will not be doing politics, but you hear answers no my any be na ye de Ghana economy how it yes say and if world in na so train number and intino we should take it that way. You hear video no here.
But if I look at the Ghanaian economy at the moment, you know, it's doing I mean, let's just be honest, it's doing terribly.
Not terribly.
Well, when you your inflation in your country, inflation in Ghana.
I don't know the economy in the world that's doing well. Tell me
where
you are here.
Inflation in Ghana.
The highest inflation.
Well, 15.7%. The Ghanaian cedi has fallen 20% on the dollar. The worst after Russia, which has a lot of sanctions against it.
It's began to firm up. It has begun to firm up. We're seeing the cedi systematically appreciating against the dollar.
People still can't employ. You know, I was just reading today. You know, people in the hospitality industry that you're pushing so hard. You know, having to lay their staff off. We've got taxi driver unions threatening strikes because of spiraling fuel costs. I mean, it doesn't look like a place that I want to go and put my money.
Where will you put your money in the world today? Where will you put your money? In Britain, which is suffering the worst standard of living statistics for over 30 years? Is it? Oh, I think let's situate ourselves correctly. The world is going through very difficult times. Ghana is no exception. Nigeria is no exception. There's no country in the world that is escaping the ravages of both COVID-19 and also the impact of the. But what you need to look at are where are the elements being put on the ground that look beyond the COVID and beyond the Russian-Ukraine war. And I think you'll find that in Ghana, the recovery program that we have is one that is considered very credible, and it is what is going to give us the opportunity to come out of this period a stronger economy. And it is that future that we're looking at when we're attracting people.
Let's talk about one of the structures that you say you've put in place. The e-levy, a lot of people are calling it a stealth tax on people who already are impoverished. It's a 1.5% tax on people who do business on their mobile phones. So they use their mobile phones to send money or to...
The digital economy, the mobile economy.
Yes, but you're taxing people on money that has already been taxed.
Is the biggest economy is emerging as the biggest economy in the country, and for a long period has not had any taxation at all. So it is important now that they also come into the net. Our country has one of the lowest tax to GDP ratios of any country in West Africa and of an equivalent economy. The ECOWAS area, the general average today, tax to GDP average is about 18%. Ghana, we're at 13%. So it's as if you're talking about a country which is already overtaxed, if anything at all, is undertaxed.
Okay, let me take you up on that point. You know, on your low tax ratio to GDP. I'm just going to quote, read this quote to you. It's from John Kwache, who I'm sure you might know is the director of research at the Accra-based Institute for Economic Affairs. He says there are several loopholes in our tax system that if they are plugged, will be able to raise our tax to GDP ratio to something like 20% from the 12% that you're talking about. Are you speaking to experts like him?
First of all, there's a recognition that
he says that there's no need for the e-levy.
Well, that's his point of view.
He's an expert.
But he's an expert. There are experts in government as well, and we think it's necessary, and that's the reason why we...
You think it's necessary to tax people who are already impoverished?
They're not already impoverished. We're talking about people. We're talking about taxing an industry and transactions where a lot of value is being created, and we want to also bring that value into government coffers. I think that is something that is very, there's nothing so, and the levy, it's not Ghana, it's the only country that has something like a mobile, a digital tax. Many countries, they will not like it.
Because they're already taxing people who do business online, and then you are taxing as well.
People never like taxes. I don't know any group of people, especially businesses, when taxes are brought to them that like it.
When you hear all these stories, Mr. President, I mean, Ghana was one of the rising stars of, you know, the economic recovery of Africa, so to speak. You know, but when you hear about all these issues with the economy now, what exactly went wrong?
Nothing has gone wrong. We're part of those who have been very badly affected.
All right, we Nanado Danko Kufuado ene Enia Peter Okocha interviewer womo ewo BBC mainly on Ghana economy no. Okay, YouTube mama kan mo share wo YouTube na mo share wo Facebook. YouTube comments no ebi we free Haruna ho. Say how can Kufuado President His Excellency Nanado Danko Kufuado compare Ghana to UK, where social system is working, and a human so and when so the hour there I was saying Nana is Nana and his Vietnam suit. Suit wear Vietnam suit.
They're wearing Vietnam. We're French. Paris modern.
Suit national.
Modern Parisian. Sure.
Okay.
What is he talking about? Monya Sadian Vietnam or suit. Oh no, yes, a Vietnam suit is sir. We're modern Parisian. And I know she Italian and then Paris suit.
Okay.
Yes, and up to some extent British if he wants to be very. Because he's a British French.
Yeah.
The all can won't
Emmanuel Ale Mawo say, my nana pa nie. Aden what has changed? When so say, oh Mr. President, Ghana, within the lipsy money. Was say I was enjoying the interview. Nana Kuya Nana Yoden. Was say I can't believe our president said this. Oh my God. JMTVGH. Was say this e-levy thing will make robbery high because now we are going to the cash world because okay, how can you tax us when we are already taxed? I was corona message I would buy no honor ye share on YouTube into mama joining YouTube I'm share on TV so kwaba Ibrahim Ewakata was say thank you Bra Kofi Ibrahim ya chao me just say kata boko na mo World Cup ya mo minim de ti amoje yo say kata mo team no mo abon sa I'm going to share team but then no meje how about me or say me TC question yan take sports and Black Stars no one say ma. Also Kofi please ask him about whether Ghana has a Treaty of Ghana Union signed off by the overlords of our four states, the Ghana government. I don't know. If so, when can we locate this document online to read?
back again. I don't
not getting. Yeah, the question is, Lady Cheddar, sign brave na yente away no asenti. These are comments on YouTube. My memory Facebook comments no so kakra na fe yente si emu. Was it but why? And no more force ya masela ya wo pani COVID the pani. Okay, we free Leo obi ba ho. And when to say Nanado should account for Ghanaians on my accountable and son I live in a bit here William Sunday and you live in there say from first to oh yeah there 1.5 and Shas yeah you madden then Haj Anelka was I think it is time for our father His Excellency Nanado to take the back seat. We are disappointed in his government. Okay, where your comments are and no me kind free KOFI adman when he page or my main few of them on Zone Free KOFI TV page or it's on multiple platforms just to satisfy maybe a comment will be an mafaka crowd and mafaka crowd Pastor Mario Echo KOFI TV page so I said Ghana Ankasa we need to sell it and share the money or we don't know. I didn't know. Michael Terabyte say KOFI I want to ask the man what really did the government use all the COVID money for? Question you be say there. I say Allah, our Wahab is a mood. With Ruth at the pa Yamuaho. Was it taxpayers' money must be used for good stuff to fix the country? Binas K or say message out the buyer. The economy. My memory straight.
Okay. Economy of Republic of Ghana. First and foremost, my general impression is that I do not subscribe and I do not also particularly understand, and I'll not be in that particular school platform to suggest that there is a global issue somewhere. We first talked of health global pandemic, which naturally hit a lot of places. If not anything at all, you close down your industries here to here. Notwithstanding, countries are now only serious, and now we are serious. A serious nation, you build what is called wealth. You create wealth and keep stock of your wealth. In times you release some of the wealth or you release some of the cash. Meaning say usika da ho. To say the Kuwait musika da ho. To say the United States ahonchire na buy na call no say global pandemic or no cause strict lockdown more than us no. Otimi ma ne call fusika. So I don't see where the comparative analysis here plays in. One, your countries of the world, Holland, etc., including some of the good African countries, shocks didn't affect them to that much. Meaning, say country over the years, your type of economy now, it is only a borrowing economy, and that is where Ghanaian government, if not anything at all right now, the fourth republic of the eighth government, BC His Excellency Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Sono. Omunyina, their wealth creation was only KOFI say only the Okobo Bosia. So, our parliament, for most of them to become presidential candidate, President Abba, and to me, confused about the budget. Minister of Finance Bewidi, any the SONA State of the Nation address. To me, I think that's SONA. They should immediately KOFI happy with that. State of the Nation. Taking it out from the Constitution. KOFI is completely meaningless because whatever the president comes to say, and I'm not saying about Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency. Like practice. What is the point? Is it different from? We need to know the state. Is it different from the budget? One also a Tiabucha or Tia American or Tia Hollander. You didn't partner them say the whole country at times say you be Tia budget and economy minister. You have a country which is called the national agenda, economic agenda. It is a template, and that template, your government and the policy back. And you only introduce the public for the policy for the public to debate. Bearing in mind, say, Moya Constitution of Ghana to on man for referendum and shame. Referendum means say can be generally Ghanaians in Tiasia, yen chance election for beba near to president.
Yes or no?
Name yes or no for that particular. Bini e-levy, ye will be say any. Now let's go back with the economy. Yes, it is true. So if there's a problem, and a problem about Russia, and I say COVID, let me start with COVID, the buyer. Country man was standing in shocks. Sikabi also G said the no Diani, Edema Krumina was a borrow. And I say it was a grant, and I say it was a aid. And to me, besides, one Casano, the Republic of Ghana. We are Republic, when you're just a mere independent country. Republic of Ghana, no. We see car one Casa war. I reserve, a war consolidated reserve. I would be a media boatoso. Do you have to go begging and telling the public, say, you're watching into Mamiska? Niamfa bin tuya COVID ka. Na obi nka se me na me be chew jab. Me pa cho America obi ko che ni jab.
Ba Ghana enis kan to che bi.
Eno na make sure say it is not a question. So catch them in terms of technology and inventions. So we entimen design ni knowledge design e panie kra na. Even with that one he say enya no kra because say so was certain technology school UST school of sex friend is saying school of love the one of the finest African country this school very good in science and technology. We have about 511th country school around the whole world in terms of science and technology. And are we saying say booster or anything in Kientimi now? Yamfa non tonchen. But KOFI COVID aba. A lot of people even initially obakai edrobia me modin eba ya na wo ye hu dede. Nkofo ye hu dede. Ghana 40 million a certain food and drugs extra report ni wa na Japan for num say drone. Extra report tin Africa the home say contaminated. Because a certain Ghanaian, because they want to make sure say they feed into the import. They feed into the one they feed into the one obi need access to it. Say nyawo na advertisement wajiska there be. They feed into the one yaje ni akoche into your logistics and mobilization near the akoche. COVID didn't hit only Ghana. COVID hit Ghana or hit the world. What did you make out of COVID? China or the COVID nenyeska or the nose mask? How much did you benefit from COVID? How much did you benefit out the foodstuffs at Europe? No one need a. How much did you benefit from cassava? I went to my export to. How much did you benefit from your yam? I went to my fanko. What did you tell? Oh, potatoes, do you have it? No. Went to my export to onions, whereas there was no onions in European markets. Went to my export to tomatoes, whereas there was none. Because
yes, per example, we should have really
KOFI Aduma, serious nations, smart nations, clever nations, not intelligent nations. Intelligence is acquisition. You can acquire intelligence when you're full. But then if you're a smart nation, you can combine the two. Therefore, smarter nations make good money. Eka omun kunkrana COVID in koi. Because say, what you might raise a certain job. Say companies a big fleet of production. Our job no. It's some workers they have to lay them off. Because job no cost first in the Chinese company now or tutumu. Also because to bed sheet for China buy. Or my visa no better bed sheet. Or turn nose mask. Or turn PPEs. Or turn your friend is saying medical call it pajamas. Anyhow. And what you making the sicker. It be a rag, just come over, wear it and throw it away. Or the billions of dollars. And then now, time cry Ghanaian tailors, Ghanaian seamstress, crusade will phone say, Momo cry no man crying so. Yeah. And I will refer. Because we did some of the crusade. They give you a maybe contract. And it's not a pandemic that should affect. And it's also a global economy affects global investments, global market. Understandable. That is. But
or make an example. Say Hefa country.
I completely agree, but I completely disagree with the president on that score. I don't take sides.
Also, country, everybody is trying.
It is not true because now certain countries have increased their salary rate.
Really?
Yes. What are you talking about? I'm not sure. Because we know that about that. Pandemic in the Amocheba, no doubt about that. But Amocheba, some of these countries they didn't die. Ultimately lay off the workers. And Jomo salary constant. What about that? Yeah. What do you say about that? Me pacho abrocheno ye ma ye le nkofo off no ye le bi off class amaniska so onkotene fi the system no eye a little better no but you from and I am from ye frefre companies no mtum ye from na Ghana companies then so do saying and a tumo covid time afi no mu bi chemba ko ko ma chem company ye tum afi ni ye bi na wo ye massive producing company and also wo manufacturing company enti nyama bi wo ha ya take advantage of what is called a smooth ride and say ye pebibia da bia no ye de be shebi say we na ba ye ne ma we say yes Kofi, that is not how a country is run. A country is run on the basis say what are your mineral resources, how do you harness the potentials in your mineral resources. Now Kofi Machro say if Ghanaians are not researchful enough or we don't do research, I'm saying say entire world 5 countries are what we are seeing the world planet no planet earth no Ghana is among the 5th or the 6th or what natural resources with commercial volumes. A small country like this with 30 million population, what's my the leader of world cocoa producing country for how many years? But you could say your history kakra. Yeah. We a geography kakra. We go school no. We are producer of cocoa. And it's a country one product. One product Kofi. Time I relegate even to second position. Say Cote d'Ivoire no producing Ghana in the second no. Say Ghana top the world quality cocoa of the world. Yeah. Now one product, consumable product. I have a Diani. Obianum cocoa product. Yadi hair product. Yadi cream. America talk cocoa related product $80 million a day. United States of America. Maybe Nevada yedo cocoa ho. Arizona cocoa ho. Florida cocoa ho. New York one cocoa da. Now, it is what that you don't need to go even anywhere. My oil nintra oceanimu. Leave the oil because United States oil chair Saudi Arabia. Alaska Anchorage in oil. Canada better region or oil chair Saudi Arabia what too. Also they will not conflict with technology because they live on higher ends selling technology or so turn doctors or turn technological operations higher ends inventions and no didi. Na se country to say we
the ensun ke ni de cocoa
Kofi wo cocoa na nyame ma cocoa no kwa no wo ma bibi a friend balanced rainforest wasama nsuo na yen sabi I'm sorry I'll use this word man can be a bam fanche me ye gimie no yen de nyankopon kwa my one
na person ka
me patcho sabi na me bre because I'm not used to that but I have me who word to
yes me do come I say any journalist training
me what I say Kofi ya de ani de nyankopon am I one weather with seasons your weather ni nyina hot temperatures and your rainy season and your harmattan. We need more than 2 weathers as compared to Bonia or what 6 months Canada, Norway, Iceland, Finland, Norway 6 months. Obiano Bronibian also per winter. We need Obio this entire world. Planet say our Obiampe. But only choice and the honey awono. America on power. Canada on pe awo. Nevertheless, yet in Kenya one weather and unquire alone is cap. We weather no to China. What's our water bodies? Would Timmy Boon so the go abaso and no a sika. We water bodies now. Of fertile land.
So we have no justification
about Georgia. Now Saudi Arabia na USA. Any one product. Any oil. Yeah. In Jordan and citizen who to me a tonno. Emma what if you know Tim Kwaji loan at the worry. Yadisika, you free money so on your worry. Also, so no, nationals or Kobobo a bank and what the ye. But what I say, Ghana Bank or Malone, young friend, Yajumo. No enterprise no because ni collateral. But Ghana Bank would loan. Would the ye. Na bank a shame uniform. Akotena ha kwaje yasi can order bank. What kind of a lazy approach is that? So listen.
A new method.
The patch is a foolish product.
Oh yeah.
It is a stupid product.
No, I'm
Kofi, it is a useless. It is a useless product. Kofi, it is a useless product. Sa bank wo krom ha sa Ghana ni a wo hu se wotimi ye Veronica bucket Ghana ni otimi ye invention e wo Swame market okopelo na wo so onkofa collateral okoje ye loan dia and ye mfa collateral dead body na de collateral na bank na begina chi ahwe sa mpa body ye yi na mpa ni ahwe na nim e ono a mon kata so no akosi table no ojijiska owi a no matiom da busian for your expenses mon fama aduane bill no hu na doso owi a no ate enterprise fund enterprise loan they don't give kofi yamfa no ntonchen enti wo wanya oil wo say our common even clinker on touch here wo bauxite e ho wo manganese diamond they are not in a bigger volume kofi wi a wo vegetations wi a wo say timber. All these things boxed together in commercial volumes. Now we susu a wo land ni say good now wo abe common abe na wo tutu bi every wo yes extension officers every wo good so di abe kan odom koma Malaysia no or the abe aba the leading producer of palms in the world and the supply of red oil in the world. Now wo ni abe wa ha yan abe ni ehwiegu na Kofi leave that one aside. What's Benya a certain savannah land will produce by re? What's Benya a certain brown half region, Ashanti region, Western region, and the voter other regions will produce free every 6 months beyond or what is called as plantain or cassava. Foodstuffs are foodstuff would you know or one the ginadia. Over land the Timidia your friend saying rice in commercial volumes. Coffee will problem missing. To relate your economy to Norway.
I say we are singing now, so we just have to.
Coffee. Because we are person.
Friends, what you say? No cry. Oba Belgium, you benefit pa me lockdown. Oh, as a restaurant owner, I wish you cry say lockdown. When the system is working and we pay tax for purpose. You triat for no kekes as you triat. We say God bless you. Our Wahab we free Nansen Charles. What's a coffee? Okay, Prince. Message you actually the same thing. Baby, my man scroll down. Nafi memra. Was it why can't Nana appoint people like him as an advisor instead of those chopping our money recklessly? Emmanuel G message. I don't know. And it just say it seems in Ghana we have many wise men and women, but with their wisdom they can't be productive. Especially I have Eja. Was Ghana will have done a lot in COVID time if we root at the pa yeboa. Was it Jimmy now to make cano? Can join us or PhD Michael a year terabyte? Was it UK we had snow, wind, rain, then and the sun last week. And we Emmanuel G. Oh, okay. We so say Bibini ye nipa o I kind of uncle yes Bibini ye nipa munya assassin we can Bibini ye nipa but cannot say talk is cheap. You don't understand Ghanaians. Everyone want to sell on the street. If politicians want to kick them out they will say they will not vote for
because politician tells them to stay there during the election. After election they want to evict them. That one I would say no. If you give me the chance to stay there, I live there. That is where I make my money.
Francis, that's and say I'm enjoying our Wahab so much. And an J. clueless government. We also say, oh, Fio Komasa. Okay, we message now. Our man a response. No, root at the pan one ma. Eja message. What's it called? It's not easy. Ghana. Bismarck. Bizo message I don't know where Facebook maybe a message can kind messages maybe YouTube and as it stands now Ghana's economy no or specifically or dollar no so
yes mamembra
yeah
a area of speciality and the area of concern
okay also dollar na there or compare say you Russia free wa Ghana na say ye sika na ho den no dollar na na pasa kra
yes
oh it's a fact
Kofi, Russia.
Yeah.
We are talking about Kofi, Western politics. Russia onyusu dollar. Russia onisika. And it said dollar say ni rate to Russia. What the car sanction? What the car you was Swift so. Why the car using a lot of Western allies, correspondent banks so. And he said, one cause out now with them now say Russia to dollar now. To you, Russia he doesn't care because any dollar nodi. When you transfer why your computerization, why your analysis, and answer me dollar is stronger against your currency. Who cares? Let us not compare Russia and let us talk about own. How is our own? Ghana government G treasury called dollars every United States. It means American find the dollar me check Ghana check Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana or $2 our United States at a certain treasury rate. Now a beton at the money banks. American dollar no a baby a betia no you soon need that. And as musa a shisha rob them into produce and or produce or ton. One far home at all. We see the producing ton with Togo. We see the producing ton with Nicaragua. We see the new Chad. We see the new Sierra Leone. And to stay there. Now, $1 you wait until a certain, excuse me to say, Zamara man, Niger, or Philip Chrome. I'm not a nationalist, but on that particular note, I'll mention. Now, on no better baby say Cowlin. No better no determine for the Ghana government how much your dollar should be sold. And to some extent, most of them, 90% of them are, let me say, quote unquote, semi-literate or illiterate, stack one. Oh no, now kwajo dollar. Bank of Ghana, you must say, omo communicators, omo coordinators are a country, no, a bank. Omo yes say, a phone, Forest Bureau 1, for receipt, you know, who process a unyamam. It is madness because sell the dollar neba, and then there's a mounting pressure on your CD. You have no antidote. We need any answer to it. What do you do? Black market for no a good mawum. Now with the bank comma banks, with the dollar comma banks. Ghana ni bend net mako Ghana bank akoto dollar.
Few.
Show me one. Into Bank of Ghana, dollar na nom saying. Kofi bako kroma almost every bank bia na zamama man ne bag so no sha bank or foreign department. Se Bank of Ghana the dollar na ma no me the ama black market rate. No Niger ni what they call Accra. No the bia kote mo Forest Bureau. Na Bank of Ghana djuma ya ni so for phone na Forest Bureau a ya Ghana ni wo di receipt akoma no na ma send more coordinators than those who should coordinate the rise of the dollar. Bank of Ghana on authority more coordinators, more supervisors, more security people to go on the field, more than those who are to go and check. Now, maybe say, and you find a zamama for no dollar. Why the dollar no money we? Now, no na hypo. Now, more the momusika na more viano. Any the amazamama for. Now, we be scanning trade mamu. Until the dollar was accelerating a day, every blessed day, no. Now you need 3 times rate. Rate in every day be I change it 3 times. The number and I said the rate changing or Cowlin. The rate changing Nima. The rate changing or Kaswa. Until Romy and say no kwaje dollar na no a hold. Now there's a chase. Then there's a panic. Say a lose. And if there's a panic, next a dollar na be lose dia. Any a panic reaction obi ankoto dollar ni bi. So everybody was buying dollar.
Me try say adwuma ben na Ghana ha say oh yeah be kopa. People were telling me say onyeska kwakoto dollar they be.
So the buy and sell of dollar be a big business. Now shall do me and say we were truly over 15,000 to 20,000. I stand to be corrected, but within that area of Ghanaian forest bureaus registered. Obiasi cannot less than $20,000 na government waje. Kofi ade over $20,000 na work forest bureau bi wokrum bia waje. It is a pressure about dollar so. Technical thinking, technical reason in my estimation of the economics that some of us we do know. All what you should have done to arrest Zamama for the pressure. Obia all licenses out in 20,000 beyond, call them and release the money to them. Let them take them to forest bureau. The dollars are in abundance back on the street. And to Omijia, Zamaman and Bien Woko to be a dollar. Obia na kwa arrested so that the dollar rate, the pressure will come down. And after 3 months of operating with their own money, Kofi, then they bring it back, or they forfeit or they lose their license. That would have been the simplest solution. Me patriotic as here. Why Jinipa over 15,000 to 20,000 and Unkra Forest Bureau license nationwide? O dollar pressure daso. South Forest Bureau we come the year Jumano. IMT omunya dollar ni because amama for ni hold dollar no. Omu farmer Forest Bureau. They will tax into your Forest Bureau. Also na the Ghanaian company and I call it a foreign company which you tax. That's okay. And a pressure baswa. One dollar ni shawo Bank of Ghana all the year then. It means that the dollar was not there. If the dollar was there, release it to them. If you had released to them, dollar no boo. Because we be $1 the rate would have come down. What chair Amana escalated to the roof of 8.7, 8.9, 900. Remember what I said?
Yeah.
Then the people, the Zamama people were taking advantage. Say, every day be a price in a your city is being devalued. Now, okay, say dollar. A situation a problem countries currency no, they are more than 60% of the world, but then the largely commercial viable and a dollar and a pounds and a euros, but countries of the world, India and rupees no ji you do rupees for Ghana in India osunye it is a single country who do on currency no then are hugely affected. It's only the markets that you see the changes or you see the values or you see the numbers. Technically, no, it should not affect you to that extent. Except say koto treasury, KOFI TV is mathematics. Koto dollar and America for the discounted rate of 6% and a Bank of Ghana koto America 6%. Any mobile your friends a Sky Card now MTN for the same business. Koto in volumes. Every MTN no amount margin of 5%. Now only vendor no ababeche. Now vendor no so ne the original street is broker no so ababeche. So na dollar business on it is.
Okay.
Do you understand? In the Bank of Ghana koto dollar. Now koya a 5% rate. When you say economy no, you wouldn't need that treasury of a margin of let's say $2 million or $2 billion a month. $2 billion a month no. Bank of Ghana moje na the next 3 weeks next canasa no as a American for no rate no on farmer 6% biom what they am 10% because who abuse.
Okay.
And in a moment who said global trends Ghana something is happening with our dollar into over time be about the top of fra or better a union into the government now stops they can go and buy the authority and so wa better manasa into the dollar is wiped up into the zamana for near seba pa no ko Dubai. No makoji dollar ba. Cote d'Ivoire dollar is nothing. How can by say a country, Commonwealth country like Kenya, the dollar for the past 5 good years, dollar against shillings have been the same. The time and now we see are useless, They were selling their dollar today, still $11,200. And to problem now because the global economy is Kenya not an African country because our export shocks to balance it. Because
or the name no kwama no
yes dollar
no the ba
akwaji dollar no the ba until they don't need it
yes say you see the $1
and the quarter dollar and what is the mean into share young compare cases of countries did it happen like that to Botswana until baby president was that how the dollar rate was faring in Botswana answer is no. Did it happen in Namibia? No. South Africa ran against dollar, how wide was the margin? No. And this year, in the case of Kenya scenario, COVID, one for the flight and transit, or the flight here, Juma. Ghana now a flight there be into Nyeska or COVID or export to team because NASA said no COVID affected land, so they were able to produce their team. While exporter of coffee, they were able to export what their coffee. And our Sabenya, what is called green gold a pear, avocado. It is one of the biggest markets we're exporting free. Talk about vegetables. As we speak, we go there, but we haven't got that chip it in. Who can Russia-Ukraine war and affect you? Whereas the Russia-Ukraine war, country or Africa no, when you channel Kenya in reference case scenario, or no export oil, your friends say milk. Say so on one case, I cry milk no. Every milk be Europe because German milk be European. Now we almost suffer because Russia-Ukraine war are exposed to the whole Europe among say milk and na European names Holland company nyamodia. oil na edi mu aduane ni nyina na fi Russia and Ukraine on koto ba no aba ye second packaging no de na ya to say oil bi en ho countries in Africa, countries in Asia, including Kenya, will step up. Only they say sunflower oil, or they call it the whole Europe. It is so timid the cargoes, about 10 cargoes a day. No $1 the bar. You sit here and say, COVID, and I'm going to economy. And because of that, you don't export anything. How can there such a tropical vegetable, your friend is a fertile land? Now, what we export to, we import to, your friend is onion. From Burkina Faso.
Then tomatoes.
Tomatoes from Burkina Faso. Abe only water body. Burkina Faso thrice a year. Ensuoto thrice a year. Niger ensuoto once a year. Who are gadas Samaka relate. Oko Janet Haga Plateau Bisuna. Ensure the whole year ensuonto. Algeria Southern Algeria onim their friend insure. Libya Southern Libya onim their friend insure. They haven't seen rains in years before. Tunisia, Tatawin area going to Libya border. Only are they afraid in you. So how do you compare your country and your economy to some of the African countries that are doing pretty well, if not anything at all, quote unquote? Their dollar, their currency were not affected. In any case, apart from ECOWAS, I will be safer. Chile once usable coordinated currency, the entire Africa, apart from ECOWAS, and I will be safer. We safer from the 11 member countries of the French, excluding the Guinea. 10 countries in the country. There is nowhere in Africa we use one currency. And then His Excellency in the Ghanaian economy so much. But what I say, 56 African countries, only 10 of them from ECOWAS, courtesy to the French, are also actually answer. And we use one currency. 46 countries in Africa, Obia one single currency. And what do you tell me? Say Rwanda, the dollar, or one man shock, now the shock. Now the question Ukraine war. We have poor and lazy approach.
That means it looks like Nyaminsha this year has become a case. Because I said because when you compare Dubai winning so they struggle to get water, and the way or more building they don't have the land, desert, and so the little they have, but yeah, you have everything. I say a bureaucrat free trial.
Kofi, Mama, simple analysis. So in terms of economics, and if we are talking about products and economic viability, water in Sierra 300 times richer than gold. Because see I can't Kofi Adomane me am to me who time am to gold, me to be suda. But sefa onibi. Onto gold Kofi gold do to ma oyin wan kasa won shebi na yemu say gold nko ese ye dia no ye the second quality producer of gold in Africa next to South Africa or a larger stock. The quality gold is Ghana. I will compete the world with gold as the third or fourth best gold producing nation on the continent. Say me Ghana ni also a politician e wale to gold man waha but you my chimbi Ghana ni baby na wedding ring our here prototype here friend say middle class ni go the share no either Dubai or Saudi Arabia or whatever or cotton Switzerland Swiss one who gold da Ghana gold Ashanti house and was akọ no akoto dia be share ni re wa ha. And if we talking about ensua, how many people drink water a day? And I'm saying say government no you clever. Let's say Dubai will import Evian water. We import from France. Saudi Arabia import water. Kuwait will import water. Bahrain will import water. Your friend is Qatar will import water. I'm saying say use your Ghana diplomatic relations, use your investment diplomatic relations, and make sure say catch a Bahrain say ensure no machine no kwa mo so avian for no mo fa machine me ha ne ha de if not anything a blue crown be ma o stones ni mu quality one more than the extracted from the clay a o masayen o mo turn no wine to water ensure ba o mo de no e chen wine France for the we are go through process. It's a chemical approach. As compare the other one just one interface. And then we got
anyway saying
Kofi, anything no say we produce nsuo time a Russia ko. We produce nsuo time a European companies avian stop nsuo production. Do you come and tell me say COVID was a bad omen for you? No, because you don't have the approach. You don't have the common and easy access of thinking to make money. Yes, global markets will be there, but global markets are often checking a dime estate management to MSCC estate houses na woman na wu say the global market no dey ato Bloomberg ne for ayinu enya ayo masem but naturally to you no SNK ye dey yenyame asese abrofo nko if anything more de bibia abrey uodua Kofi ye wood efi ha na wood no ko na akoya akonya na da ne nya tena play mu akoto no de akonya na ba na we hear about the culture say global economy we hear about say dollar to this dollar to that Nigeria forecast over Nigeria ni bia mfa emoma ho no we know how much it has saved them can say chicken feet chicken products every frozen food emma ho because a certain Nigerian president or a poultry farm into man for kusuyama because a certain Nigeria president Buhari Babangida Abacha and Abdul Salam nyina komina nyame obia amufu and so odomufu do man farm it is a national policy among Nigeria rice farmers no wenyeska what ha now they will say e more buying because COVID Russia could no be atima be na television say e more but no buy out market say yes say e more be short no dey no mu sie then we go there out of panic and buy it at a high cost pan na obi
Ghana nkomo no a na eguso a ye di no edu ba bia it's some way.
Economics is the easiest thing that you can do. It's wisdom.
You better rem na ya share with all this e-levy assign ABP so. But Rich Joy Lodge Ewotema Community 5. Very nice and spacious place awkwa when you baby etumi ada. Into to first tema now pe baby na wada na wajujo ho. Rich Joy Lodge and mekan for amount say ko ne ko baby for ti etroneda ho very very nice and spacious. At the same time Dante oil olive oil ebusuane bi very good oko Europe and wo mu use super enam ne health benefits a wo modern say obepe bi wo mo san giko oil na enkate anwa na wo mo extract na said very good in low fat share fat no so good fat no ebi at the same time a sign rich in vitamin E any nuan in rupi o dey deep fry na very good and na obetumi so e dey ayade bia o hia anwase obetumi dey bia no giko oil very good obetumi use na aboa wi pa yeguso a ye di nkomo na ba kafam sa op electronic appliance na wakotobi omo yenkonkon promo ura ho auto na wo mo asan achewade e de aka ho enti ye atofa ho ekoto wo mo niema no ebi mamenka o se friendly more more a ewo enka ha kolebu area ho so mo kase ba ko ho wo mo niema no bo very low at the same time environment ni very good customer care superb enti akọ ne kokototo oniema sa wo pese o shopping bia no a na oduweni ache friendly more akoto eniema no ebi wo mo kra yasen eni eguso a ye den koma twetwe bro but wo US a malata African market ope Africa enuane ebi Africa entoma Ghana yensa yembi bia obenya wo malata African market omo bronze enti obetumi afa telephone numbers no afra wo America bia obetumi apost kra ede abrel na wetumi enya Ghana aduane na wedidi se Ghana ni ewo akwantumu na etumi aboa yekoye nim ewo nkomatwetwe no mu a na Eric Pope ene ewa woda oye software engineer oye IT guru wa build on nya doctorate ewo mu ma happy birthday sonko ewo America e-levy ena say aba and as it stands now parliament ya giatum omampani edenensa ahyase wo mu ese wo hwe ma ne deduction no easy so say 1st of next month May Workers' Day, like I say, I shall say gidi. Pay what we pick now, a lot of electronic transactions because soccer football match. I said the air protocol like Ghana Black Stars and Nigeria, we'll take it no better electronic, and definitely Momonana basis. So it is going to rake in some money. I remember Ghana ye. Ghana for soon. Say a double taxation. In fact, BBC interview, question Anna Obisane say, are we still taxing the poor? Let me get your take on this. IMF. So we want to raise money in Ghana. Okay. E-levy. Before Mr. Who wish you be birthday in tea? Wait me. Me now wakwenye suna mempacho. Na miso Madam Foa. Because Kojampuma
Kum ni brekum ni. And say ne brother odi na chi wanya very terrible accident ama wa film.
Oh.
Say kojo so ka madam funa o kan bad English or German so o ye adwuma foreman no. Do feli GC English ni.
But do a bridge no mo say ompe.
There be say on na adwuma on say stapler fire no a driver no. Sa o machine. Kojo baby o bia no. Your friend nyame shout no obusuan for na oma abutre as you go through this crisis. Dan so a yeso ye baba bebo. Nti kodwam ma baby a wo bia no shedding enchane adia wosham de be man.
All right. Quickly answer na obewure mu no no be bisa me question be or comment section no. True green foods enuane na na make no. Omo ofufu, omo banku, omo TZ ni na eye powdered form. Na o abreche Ghana ni a wo abreche se wo pa aduane a wodi a health benefits na beboa o sugar level enkosoro unya problem bi a wo underlying health conditions a de obetumi e de beboa na maboboso yi ento betumi form number no na one True Green foods for edin komo on WhatsApp say 5 + 571 300 5039 571 300 5039 omo America obetumi ene wo mo edin komo na o mama any of omunu and maybe na very good awapomude ho
Kofi back on that.
Yeah.
Ghana for na omanya akwanya ebaha eye nnuane abi no abobodi no.
Yeah.
A very good initiative. Of course omane ma loan am searching for na nko mu ntrim. Enti ono ade no loan oto ono obrenti wo hwa o market no scoped in. Within only the Ghanaian to go Kenya, Ghana for more breach, Ghana for more pebble. No, almost so it's about time, high time, said. Send me, almost penetrating into the Abrophonum country and say, said the Omo cheese and yen cheese wahano. Yes, you see, or said, we say, if not anything, cry porridge. Porridge is standard everywhere. Into porridge, your countries in Zimbabwe or export to porridge. Your Kenya export to porridge. Your country be to say Ethiopia export to you. Yes, near ya need people in Yamaniaman. Young call for some try. Unfortunately, ye a buyer na ye country, ye boy near home. But one so mutim musika bibino. Me pamocho, don't limit it to only Ghanaian market. Try also be called Mexicans, especially in the case of Homo American. Na Mexicans and as Spanish for who say, ye were Diani be. I as your friend say, I'm to introduce you. But the man see on that. Okay, now e-levy.
Yeah.
Kofi, e-levy in my view, of course, electronic taxation or electronic levy. Call it electronic tax.
Yeah.
Countries are a good man, our benefit. Countries are more service nations. Service nations, a country beer, or one adifufu beer or dinya nisika. Now, or a certain social benefits be or the man and call for. Now, or a certain activity, a friend trading, a friend supply, your friend import, your friend export, soon, our more companies whom trio mukakesia. And the people know I a bit lazy. Say be a one ya quine, now friend Roberto Bank, yisika, acquire cash, and a very easy access. So obey electronic transaction. Momo, and yet Ghana and started the first country on the African continent or launch Momo electronic transfer no Kenya M-Pesa. Why ye be pemne Accra to our school no Accra no ubisana ultimate transacted. And to started electronic transaction and yen. Now, dear Kofi, why would we get to this stage? How did it come to this stage? And they say, ye be who did it? Ni benya government machinery and for that matter economic finance minister said say ye nya sa e-levy no Ghana ye ni betutu country ni ntimi nkoso ni empese ye beko IMF. Kofi, simple solutions and simple questions. IMF, International Monetary Fund. Kofi, ye ni currency I actually so IMF. Do we?
No.
IMF any country is it?
No.
IMF a institution and now call it organization by profit making. IMF what the one sika and a year juma. IMF what the currency bank and a year juma. It tells you technically say IMF ɛyɛ te sɛ obi ati bank ɛwɔ kurom ha a yɛfrɛ no Kofi Adoma bank enti ɔno ne deɛ ne sɛ ɔno ankasa ne kɔkɔbɔ bosia from individuals, from companies, from countries. Na Kofi deɛ ya ne ɛsere ne sa amefo no omu customers na omu sika de adwuma no ɛsa countries. Medical chim say IMF oni sika yɛmfrɛ sika bi IMF anawa hu bi da in the test is a organization ordinary ɛna ɔno agyeje nkɔfo sika ɛna ɔdi sika ni trade ɛna ɔgye ho mfaso ɛna ɔdi bi ma wo owners enti Saudi Arabia otimi di sika 20% of the 2022 oil sales or the IMF na IMF wa borrow sika from Saudi government. Meanwhile Saudi Arabia na also the World Bank ka upon the sika nyina. Meanwhile United States of America or the World Bank is ka upon the sika nyina. And you think ironically and kanya nwanwa so bi bebobosia. But when we're talking about electronic taxation, any electronic taxes, our country, our person in the service nation, which are some of the service nations. Service nation kwakwi back on Singapore. Singapore produce she. Singapore ndua bibia. Name KOFI TV. Also per Singapore, made in Singapore. So me di Singapore no beto me so. Was a fabra. Never register. Na call me financial commission. Your friend Singapore Financial Commission. Na call register ho. Na file registration number na mame. Na je tax ID. Na je invoice and receipt. Na mom bibia be free bia automatically in scan e ba me ho. Enti dede nim. Watima build country bia was say meaning the most neatest country in the world. De odinye sika aye aqua tourism. Wachiche fish no mbu nsuom. Na ewuase okosha anu adu sika. Apart from that the Singapore produce. Tuna fish kra no so onyi bi won ni ocean ni mu. The tuna of course southwest south Vanuatu mu koyi tuna and waba beton. Enti what it is, enti only depend hugely on electronic taxation. Because Japan for do machine ba, Taiwan do machine ba, China de ni de ba, obia de ni be into an assembly plant into han. It is the same model Dubai was established and created by 42-year-old British, or designing the prototype of Singapore. But what I say, okay. Singapore, Dubai never kill your market. They started what Dubai is doing today.
Yeah. Tourism.
Enti Dubai, Messi Abosain, the tallest historic building in the world, the biggest hotel. With Tima year upgrade, uplifted, and your hotel room $7,000 a night. America only hotel room $7,000 a night. Chair Trump there Washington, no African president Kodawa no wetua. But anywhere in America, no, the United States government will not agree. But what I say, yeah. Because any service nation, people work and people are taxed on their income. They are taxed on their earnings. Into your middle class, upper class, any American government policy, a different thing. But earn and we are taxed on what you earn. Now our country, our population, no, only 5% and a year juma. Out of the 30 million, 5% and a year juma. And this 5% in a year juma, it means that what taxes now it doesn't come closer to your income as a country. You don't earn much. And this I won't earn much there. Now per baby at this can be abishim. Mazit, should it be say yes sir, we hugely now tax it. The people know one man a bosian koye juma. The people know or no other ne con and was say a friend me kaya ye me profession say me swa de. Now on no swa adea ni kilo ye 30 kilos or no ma de na sono 45. And you call aboso kan. Now call a friend cantamantoa. These people that we are going to tax them to make up the heavens of the country, no. Ontimi kutubiem near the idea swan rather than ojina hon yellow dugunity so 60 kilos against 35 kilos. Now we are a crowd of 13 years as was sending him and papa. Then we tell ourselves, without that tax, no, the country must go to IMF. Now IMF no dey be na wo ho. It is because say wo pe na wako nanki ye ko IMF. Certain countries go to IMF to go and give IMF money. But what I say? Certain countries, you see them IMF overcome no disika eba. Many because of a certain consultancy platform that I'm on in the United States pass. Yako World Bank. Near what discussions over South Sudan. Near who says certain group from Ghana. No maba West a year friend saying. No maba World Bank. Near Bedi Bosiani Kutahudi. Na Ghana. Any other African countries, Uganda money ade your mom in appointment back. Now moba. Na minister still limousine. Omo peti TNB 7 8 9 meters 12 meters yenibi. Nipa 4 5 no mugum. Omo sia, omo bag, omo ti goyi. Baba what I say. Na omo shine the one to approve. The omni be meeting no oba no te bicycle so from Washington K Street. What bicycle so and to shed the margin anyone who kick a crown na obabeji lo no de ka dimu bi kura ansa na ade ba na mo ba wia mo anka say mo nim say mo was strong like president made mention say we also have technical people, so I'm referring president, we have technical people. Why do we resort on international consultants when we go to IMF? Everyone presentations mine. Why do we resort on international consultants, financial consultants, to be consultants leading? And on no, we are on what consultancy charges or 3% out of the lot crown where the card and san our before sell check you could fiscal barbitua. So where do we go? Say Service Nation, United Kingdom, UK, Kofi Winim, Oba Prince Charles the other Kowari. But what they say? Obati Birmingham Palace there. What Prince Charles there to what Prince Andrew Munina there to her. Because say, o partner, umpire den, call. We build a certain country, our island, we 60 million. Our new Timian Nisika. Centuries back, as a 15th century, not British when you're Nisika. 17th century, no one Nisika. Country I want to gold, but the whole world gold prices shut here. Only the coin gold from bunker. Every naminam no better. Ghana and Timan gold and supply. But what I say, into a service nation. Chiramianko Ghana market. Yanko share made in UK product. Either say Wintimin top and I say a bin ho. But when you German product, Obenya made in France, Obenya women daddy. UK service nation to no or believe in technology. Or believe in your friend is saying medical, or believe in education, say, or the education cracker can add jiska. And so the education is this car there. All hand commercial goods. UK cars and yet taxi. Che be a UK ho. You need UK car, so be day your friend is saying Range Rover, add yet taxi. Rolls Royce, you find yet taxi or baby. Che bigger hotel be now barbeji add the hiring car. Into no commercial cars, Japan cars, German cars, French cars, Alameboa. UK cars do say commercial cars, not even a truck, no one. Into no need the energy say, my building a country I made me discount. Minya economic shocks or call the bunker, no going gold, not the best approach in the economy. Sir government in Adon Hokotum. How joking are we? We must be jokers. What the economy say? Global economy, UK TM say global economy idea. Or can because of the estate management. A Ghana and estate companies, one more loan, no more say a ton, and no one be a noise. Then yes, sir, or no, say UK, or better than say, watching and a citizen, soup, na the pounds, a dent in 100 pounds, Uncle John Euro. The pounds on honor from 1990 from Margaret Thatcher up to Boris Johnson, who is yet to go, will be anti my mamma, anti man trying to term saying, you joking with UK, you joking with America. America on the dollar. A bad year dinner, the dollar will chat. Now I hear excess of the US cash stock. What the bar no aside no ashino. Your coaches are them Hussein I'm name dollar nego no use that. And you find the bank bank. Over oil. And we beji no chat dollar no the amount. O chat dollar the amount no ajo. Say around the chat. Into no excess of the aguso. Smart economy. It's better no back at the world indispensable nation, the world most richest nation, because watima put in the commercial currency the currency no amo bi adopt enti ne ho kire na no atwa dollar ne de agum enti onum de de ko Ghana e onim de de ko ha sika mba recycle e ba America no atwa jatum e recycle kwa no atwa jatum the same thing na UK so so ye na Kofi sa wo pesa wo do country ye service nation na sa wo si levy eno kwa ni the only way na nko IMF. Have we talked about the managing and the management of that particular fund? Abereji to me say, enema miensa eni anye. Governance de yenyaye. But then when your governance in you're talking about administration and then you're talking about management. Which one of them na Ghana governments? Not this one, Omi no maye. Governance, management, administering a nation. Yaye. Yenye. Yenya governance yetimi ye election. Enunkwa. See yanku enunko because certain imams, certain Christians, certain abompaye and I say you peaceful. Now when we are in living sikana bano and your man here you have to monitor, supervise and then control. Me pacho ya prepared. Monitoring, supervision and control no when ebe ye near who say sikana ban ye managing say so that in the future as we are saying say see nyina ye ko hashipum near the tia 11 no what to tear there said kan no yanko IMF but does it bust up the case of a Ghanaian? Does that one bust up says yanko IMF now the country no the destiny is arrested or the destiny no it has come to an end and now said now we appreciate the gains of the country if we know say 11 no and the Bema country no what why not then and now
afi na ho here
now
system no why dey
now let's go the creation
that is the
and then by validation of the e-levy. Kofi major of FDS so I say MPP bravado. They are smart and I like them for that. Because countries took a political parties obia the your friend is saying or the manifesto any rule. Wo manifesto wo did that any other ones by Omukai wo dey also wompene. Is that not the case? Onu so say simanya e-levy mani betu. Ana meboa. Ana mo na mote parliament. Ana mo se monte ase. Ana we say enachina. We say enamenti ase. Edentia because we pass it. Ya mamon pass it. Ya pass it. Kofi me na minim say whichever way it is the e-levy has to be passed. And they will pass it. Kofi on an ideology and philosophy, and in a political ideology and a political philosophy, say, me to e-levy, me pass it. Now, more press conferences upon press conferences. Now, that time, now more e-levy press conferences, you know. And this where were they when Ghanaians were crying at Kotoka International Airport over COVID test?
I think there were statements.
Statements will not work out. Oh, they worked out on e-levy.
Okay.
They worked out 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And then you live in room to church there. And then you live nearby Obi Chade.
Yeah.
And the dent now all do party. Now our manifesto. Now catch MPP say media there be it doesn't work out like that.
So on the whole, no, e-levy is a bad thing.
Kofi, e-levy is a pressure. Bad thing is only the economic minister will know, but then it brings pressure. Pressure and say
Ghana.
Now no Ghana for education was not well done. Into Obia or Kayayi, they are now going to resort say, or this can quite a better or swan your manners when you're 10 Ghana citizens. Or now no or the court tamalisation. No this can come over tamalisation, see and find mamma and mamma while and will be affected. Into proposal and no budget estimation. Now Ghanaians now electronic na transaction I will share home every year, yeah. Then the e-levy and the Momo now targeting Koda MTN because they were the funders and the originators of the e-levy. Obetibia Mumana, Debbie. It is a Ghanaian decided say, now Kofi Adoma says Kano, say 10 cities cry, I bet 2 cities there, or this can call Komaka near their command man, Kofi Asamoho.
No intervention.
Into budget target. I will say into IMF. How do you achieve it? That's why I achieve what? Why is the reversal?
Even numbers no cry me kind stories we actually say a lot of people are opting say in fact almost telcos now lose over 2 billion
because
within the short time.
Because
in terms of moment.
Obia Nsikada Hubiano also Okuyi. Because we are going to see that the last end of this particular month, Yebe usher the e-levy into this. But in terms of politics here, Kofi are given to MPP. Said they stood on their grounds. With Ajwa Sapwa, with that Ajwa. With whoever, yes, I didn't took vegetable or no cost. Kofi, I'll forever giving to that party when it comes to politics. Then the NDC must now learn. Then I'm asking NDC, say, I've not heard Omu press conference and say, when they get the power in the future, they are going to abolish e-levy. Kofi will chrome her, my NDC na power, or no cry e-levy no, or baby increase tariff no. And yes, I know Omu chrome her. Is that not the petrol politics? Is that not the fuel politics? Is that not the other politics that we play with taxes? NDC they are introducing wakoyi.
That's all.
And to some or lose election no. Ni be say omu. No onim so they strictly or they hanging the neck on Ghanaians or lose election no 1 month. And the executive signature of the president was still valid. Other no man yi answer no mako.
Finally on Wasako fee is 10 billion. Good. Okay. And 10 billion and omo lusu as a result of they say momo no or say any obepe obi no dia man.
Enti yanhwe hawa say 10 billion has gone out.
It's dangerous not say bia beboa emwa, but I'm looking at momo no afin ankofo atiasia people are using it more. Now all of a sudden this one comes in and that is
and already not taxation if not anything now we're talking about transactionary and transactions. Now kofo yusu ama ordinary person or tie krase e mom say MTN for behind nipa kakra because sister bia na bi tie krase kra na be ka say meme obi discount brown no we are oni number cross memaje number fatu mame enti amane be a simplified means of sending money etc, which was okay, but coffee beyond that ba mani pana antiase enti dia to obi atim say ni sika kra da ho no ye kwa akoti enkofo no into budget ayina proposal no way you know estimations no why you because you're not going to achieve it whatever anyway.
Finally Ghana Black Stars we are true you call World Cup.
Yes.
Group ayakwa kotom no.
Yes.
Aboye hu kakra.
Enya no kre.
Group na yen hu.
Dabi.
Shware nkofo no we.
Group bi enu ha enye difficult or World Cup pairings.
Oh Qatar group say na nke no enye.
They say so who say there's no World Cup balloting so machinations any football politics any. Obeka Italy. Omo and Obeka 2016 Germany. Say some of the balls Luther Matthias of football na no at all. So Italian journalists were saying say na balls will be heated and then they be cold. And the German from Busas Roma and Yebia what they say in the year in 2000s na 90s na and come who say heaty ball. And go whichever way you see it, they make sure say the home country no obenya matches bia and now be a lose. But beyond that, Kofi, whichever group that you find Ghana in, you are seeing it's a difficult because say Umu Ghana say on see a power. Obi of what you Uruguay. Every Uruguay national biasu fee say on person on Ghana bishia. Every Portuguese would wish say on person on Ghana heading a bishia. And you Kofi much as we sit down, ese Mayano. The same way, and a Korea forces to say, on Pese or Ghana Bishia. And if you box it together, the idea is that every parent will be ampe. But yes, of course, let me congratulate the national team and then also my very loving friend, I'm a Penasem, during his football days, I'll be coaching 1 match, 2 legs out the year, Otoado. He was such a fine player, I liked him and I forever like him. And then the spirit of enthusiasm, and then a lack on any team, Olele and Co. Omunyana, a team they push it team no more qualified. Now, what I would say is say, but footballers be na ball cram so mobile. But who say man first started warm home.
Asamaja asha say warm.
Me share me hu Asamaja.
Oh baby jet. Martin so say they be so push say yamfa the other house says Sule.
Okay.
Wọ́n sẹ́ nkè nya some old faces kakra.
Okay. Enti there any say, me person believe one thing.
Okay.
Say omu a ye fa omu. nom kokun kodin whichever way plus minus say ye behwe yakomam near di nokra as a country in my view my wish say kaya encourage wo mu na omukobo.
Oh, so we shouldn't add omo fight here na
Kofi ya fair players bi wo Europe so omo ma ebi o ha ya ma pope kra no omo kasa omo so omo ma national imam ni bi kasa bi so omo ma Roman pastor ni bi kasa omo so omo ma ebi parents so omo ma. Where did it happen the U-turn around? And I challenge the FE, my good friends. Kurt, please, you are smart guy. Randy, you guys are smart guys. Please, say if you call somebody who woke up in the middle of their dream, good or bad, when so Nigerian intimidation wa babo, wa mobi, or she Jesse, or Kopak, or Tenasubi, and Omjia. Keep that team until the one away prayer win team. You don't bring those who said they will not play. Why do you have to go out? Someone kofa bia beka de na mo kofa Prince Kevin Prince Wati na mo fa the body chen. Na empe old faces no. Is that what we are talking about? Obi a ono no say or person oye dede no use the public, the media, the sports world, any Ghana console, ayi football ayi no mti akire no. Na yem fa sa players ni mra no. Yemu say obi ogina ho ebo no Kumase, ekobo Nigeria. Will it be fair? Say Basia finalist 27 eba. Those who are able to pay and have for no move. So yesa nyame onshire. Yesa round 1 yamko. Yesa yentimi win one match because the people who suffered must be made to enjoy. Now obi mfrabontin wa ba beji per diem. Eno ye 1. 2. In terms of the squad, Portugal oye team on Ghana so. See Ronaldo a player. Yene na boda. Ghana match in Brazil. He didn't do anything extraordinary.
But I will
not say that. He is the best striker in the world and continue to be best. But the point is, you bet me and I say, you bet him no mabo. Aden, Ghana going into 2016, going to 2010. Say 2010, no, say ye prepare. Ghana would have been seen in the quarterfinals. With the quarterfinals and Holland, no, Ghana would have been seen in the semifinals. We would have reached. But what they say, and they say yentimi. But I'm saying, say Kwambe Bem never put to these boys together. Dear what breno on Naudi. Nan crying for Makuma Pano spirit. Entirely. Ghana can beat any team that can beat Ghana. Na yansha dia a womb. Obeka kwesi yente chasem. Kofi Adoma, me interview I was down with him. A man called for a barrage of insults. And I explained, and I was on my grounds. At that time, a certain Ari Miyao, Ghanaians who didn't know the damage that it was doing to Ghana. They were saying, some got to the point and said, Ari Miyao for Switzerland, he's going to FIFA. Obekai. And Amika said, FIFA as an international body does not deal with the journalists. FIFA no ankasa on investigators and on one with the media team. Oh, here will be no problem and that will not happen. Young man for me, Mubodi, journalists, seasoned journalists, veterans, Eka say, and I say, court or the evidence coach say, wow. And I said, they must be joking because when Brazil 2014, Omusi Stadium, Sao Paulo, any all the other stadiums, you know, stadium ni buye, ekum workers because the concrete was not enough. A certain journalist, Scott, only Brazilian journalist, Omia 4, and catalog here. And the comment FIFA said already a death trap. Intima Omo host tournament. That was in 2012, 2013. FIFA J report, you know, say Damase, Mohan writing effect. Mobile for they will add the grammar. Name Moon Concord printed the Macan of findings. Now Moon to airports. Now man for Dua, Oma Tobi as a book. Now Moan Casamunya Sika. And Tumbutum, Nanko for the loopholes and the lapses of the FIFA. Enti Anas Diano, it brought nothing than say it was bringing Ghana soccer back. Because for 2 years, Yama border. Then a certain journalist, Fujian journalist, uninformed journalists, are compromising with that system. And because we are vindicated. And really granted. Ghana Tennessee for 2 years. It has taken us very difficult time to come to this end. we qualified for this by Almighty Allah's intervention. And your team qualified. Out of luck, and your team qualified. Now look at Ghanaian clubs. Post Anas. Kotoko matches home international. Share the referees yom. Ghana girls share the referee yom. Under 20 share the referee yom. Miami team, the champion club, the super club of the African continent, best club in Africa. Team plays. Yes, of course. Hassle for Kofi Aduma. What are you talking about? I mean, sorry, Bofakwa. Oh, means now per Bofakwa. Oh, of course, continental masters will be at my
local teams. Say them.
Now referee say no kotoko. You're nantic from Accra ni Cook Masu. Your Kokoji Confederation Cup. And a Kofina ni Krumha. Oh, Omoji Cup in 1982. Yeah, GB 2000 era. Yeah, anti Continental Masters. What you say? Yeah, world parents of best players. House of Folk was the 8th best in the world at the time. Anti Yana Montias. House of Folk international outings. Your choir. Share the referee. Yeah, all over Ghanaian campaign. I be referee 1 year. And I'm seeing because of a certain expose. Say Ghana dear Yitria. When I say world of soccer, Yentia bribe. Why in the bet Macanchem's world of soccer Yentia bribe? Why in the bet Macase? America 1994. Country Ben Ananka or qualify for World Cup. It was Australia. President Clinton stepping in to take it to Atlanta. And then they see here. Omu rolo carpet. Emma se black tamu mobile. Omu your donations. Into football. In 2000. In the 90s. In the mid 2000s. Now betting company was abolished on any sports field. In 2000, mid 2000, AFCON, Tunisia, betting companies were sacked and Tunisia government arrested them from Singaporean bettors. And the betting company or a sponsor of CAF, and what are we talking? What do they bet? What are they betting on?
Scoreline.
Scoreline. How did they get the scoreline? How would somebody go and put his money, $2 million, say Ghana will get the first row? Do you think they are stupid? They work on the team, they work on the individual player. Player no ne na ba. Mukobu sa olele post work up because your name, your friends say your name is Italian match and Bibisa or German no hiti, South Africa no hiti. Olele said say they came to his hotel and some even contacted his family to pay 300,000 to play soft. It is so a player beyond your dedicated Nigeria, would you be able to know? Anti football there, I want the politics. 1998 France World Cup. And then France for apart from say excuse me to say Obama Brazilian team or Obia Oba Ronaldo mu any those players at the time no okay and then Mama Dianiji Obia Pege Obia Eshete Fanas they were all running what do I say near me team across of folk you call St. George's okay our friend is in Ethiopia Champions League African Champions League campaign. And then one year, Kofi administrators, managers of the club. No, and so I know Kofi ni ntimi mfu omo staircase. Yes, we are Buso bi okobia.
And I'm ntimi mfu ade.
Kofi, what panty? Forget about the higher altitudes in Australia. Your friends in Ethiopia. Kofi ntimi. That is the first time in my eyes. Say I come match Accra Hasufu. Not only one player, Dankwe. Any 11 players of St. George's ball match and I'm share for one. Okay, ati. What about you, Accra? That time near boy match or Boise. And I saw back Umjani. First half.
First half, what I say?
2 goals. Also, mobile. And I said, Mutsmako, yes, I find you. Calf suspend 3 days. What's the phone? I bet my cotton for Sanya. Your ball match and Yimba. South Africa referee be a friend at Diamond. On perhaps any match. Obasi. Football politics you play. You play politics here, no still a referee Diamond say. Okay. Whatever that it is, so the back me.
And I'm more today.
Could be I didn't be a man.
Oh man is you know.
Yeah, Bibia. Nasa. Go first. Tell me no about African champions, no. Oba no mount cake. No be go the shame the mount.
Okay.
It's football politics. Kwasi take regime. He played the game. Because football is a game. Football results ends up at the sports stadium. Football World Cup, Brazil G 7 times, you know, you're celebrating the game. Yan fan ko si one celebrity. Yan national holiday or home. The result ends up at the stadium. It ends up the live screen. Go, we are. No results follows anybody to the house. But what I said, anything that has to go in game. Oh, when we are, why when? And then they are not funny and woman tia say no. I cook say no more match. Come near you community. Nintendo come kunse kusiasha. We play tricks on them. It's a football game. Can you imagine?
But finally, Alban Smani Babin.
Yes.
I just say, question Yantechi, the a tono Ghana for Yanya.
Yeah, in Paboni. So, Kofi, Makabium say, we interview. Kofo ye me say, my take his size, me support to bribe. Me say, no, leave his character and whatever he did it. Let's deal with that as a country. But then pushing the agenda, say FIFA. CAF from bringing it down. Meanwhile, at that time, on an CAF deputy president. At that time, the person that he was deputizing, Madagascar, now all called political election. So the understanding was reached by CAF. Said, only 1.5 years, no condom farmer could see it was easy. That time, he was member of the FIFA Executive Council. If not anything at all, Tony Bafo, Sanidara, Ghana for more than 15 or more CAF committees because he taking a Gusu. So if he was then, he became the CAF president. Papa Kokranisa Hayatu, and then someone in winning or CAF. 37 years. And now no a CAF president, you know. How much and any obibet chiti Cameroon? Yani Cameroon or that table squad, you know. What do I say? The call or that team squad, you know. Any Patrick Mboma, Samuel Tofias at that time, no a reserve player, Mumusa. Match near Bonavia or Yaoundé. Yabo match no na Ghana lead because they qualified. It was last match here in Nigeria for them. You show me two. You show me two no. Cameroon for doom light. That was posted you.
Oh, me like I said, the Nigeria for you normal.
Say Omia then.
Oh, more.
On the end they said destruction. Because say one kukum calf near and one ko attack Ghana near and that's why I ko attack the visiting team. Now I also sell stadium there. Calf on farm. Name say uko beyond eco says wako we are material what we are logistics any visiting team no any their punitive measures no obet maklusu. But then I've already also said it on Happy FM. Sorry for using them as some say that particular stadium Abuja Sports Stadium no moko bomb tape or her Nigerians have never won any match there. They know they win their matches in the east. Calabar any Akwa Ibom State I want no win no matches. And a Port Harcourt. Lagos there, violence into no major Lagos, Surulere, or major Yusu. But matches so my born Abuja has never benefited, Nigeria has never succeeded. And to them I can say, so many man share a hat. Now you draw, now you call there, anything can happen. Unless the day does not come. I said it on Happy FM, Sunday, Friday, before even we play the Kumasi match. I said it in the afternoon. No, pretty much. Sir, Akwesi Nyantakyi, by now, he would have been Sankoye CAF president crown or rising from there. Kofika between you and I, no, Sammy in Kokika, or to me pushy for CAF FIFA president easily because they contempt the guys, the friends, and then the youthfulness, and they were not CAF for any FIFA for a penasem. No, the gentleman was pushing. Why do we have to bring him down? Disgrace him at the end of the day. Where is Anas? Where is Anas's contribution with the number 12? Again, the buyer, it brought nothing but the shame, and Ghana is still paying for the price. On top of it, then the bed destroy national team. Because Yamenka Ghana who team qualify. What would be some assembly off air before say Baba? Sir, what's the minister be say Putin in Lusu fighting?
Yeah. Is it a sofa Makwata? Yes, and a pair. Oh,
fine.
I say fighting there. We are going to say.
And yeah, spiritual.
Putting a loose as to say spiritual say calculation.
Okay.
But
I've said
it's losing.
I've said, sir.
And I said the world is losing. I'm
against destruction, killing innocent people because of my background, because of what I've been involved before, what I've done, and I continue maybe doing. Diplomatic circles, refugee Nyama. I'm well endowed. Minimukakra. I'm against what Putin is doing on innocent people. It's a military, military, even though it's a big deal. but we can almost defend it. Now innocent people couldn't now see no at the bonnie. When he said that one aside, Putin's war, Kofi Adoma on your network, Kofi Adoma on Angel TV. Me catch you say it was a breakdown of diplomacy and breakdown of NATO. Said NATO back on the crowd. NATO, and no, any Mrs. Clinton, echo Libya, any Gaddafi, echo your meeting. Mrs. Clinton free Kroma, Rihanna, and Sarkozy, French country, NATO member, the first country to bomb Libya. So Kuklun Gaddafi. NATO was involved. And then a Gaddafi, yeah. And then government and a NATO, I restore our Libya. NATO went with the allies, with America, Ekoye. At that time, the United Nations, say, my American call Afghanistan. But then America took a stand. I have friend unilateral decision, but the move so or say why we are friends of America, whether you like it or not, to support to. NATO, an organization supposed not to have gone. Or say joining the allied forces, to Afghanistan. So in the end, Taliban serve the government. Bashar in Syria, NATO. What has NATO got to do with America or Syria? And I said no NATO has to go and support, trying to break Bashar down in Aleppo. Me pacho NATO call hono otimi eko wini. Answer is very no. And the NATO wentima kwanko wini. And wentima wini Syria. And wentima wini Afghanistan. And okokum Gaddafi wentima and restore any power. Ama Gaddafi enya Libya for enya civilized government. Whereas I said Gaddafi, in my estimation, was the best ever African president in terms of, well, of course, Kofi, the longer the person stays in power does not make him corrupt. Let him be a dictator, but then I would like to live in the government of a dictatorship and be able to pay my school fees, to have a freedom, to function as a human being, than to live under a democratic government and I'll go starving. Do you understand me? Countries of the world that has prospered, that has seen money, wealth, created country, made their country wealth, not very wealthy, you know, they went more than 20 years. What was NATO's involvement in Libya? Whereas Angela Merkel in Germany now did about 16 years in power. Where was NATO? Look when you did 27 years. Ahmed Tuku of Malaysia, or did how many years? China, and then your friend is saying, Mao, I say I'll never give you any political freedom. I'll never give you a finger template called elections. China for the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, but see the prosperity. Does it really matter how long? It is a walk catch him say young kosan lie mobi ye wia monkofie nana de nana ba ko pani ewo mobi ansisiri obi nyankopon de adoma de ache ago na man ago Ghana no so bompa ye handkerchief okroma nyina timisa ye nyina pa ye nya fair election. Beyond that, and then a call Ghana ni botum. So it is not about democratic dispensation that makes a key nation. It is economic democracy. Do we have economic democracy? I'm sorry, American will call it bullshit. We don't have economic democracy here. We do not have it because Ghana government be our or per power or preach socialism. On your power you preach communism. On your power you preach capitalism. Ghana folk be muka say nyame edumka say mpe e-levy no. Was that possible? No. They push agenda and make sure say e-levy was passed. So if e-levy was passed, on that note, you know, it was communism. Because the government bent on passing. The government says, I need to raise money. They applied capitalism. Is that what they do when they are standing on a platform? Has any government, Ghanaian president on the podium during the election and as a parliamentarian, Biabeka say, maybe they do power, minya power, they must have peno, they change now. Me mamunye. On cancer, Obiamra, Yaji Abandi, Yaji Nkosodi, Yaji democracy. Namoji democracy dia. Why do you people, a country, our lawyers, about 70% go parliament? Now when you say you walk out, MPs who walk out are calling. Are you afraid of the blows? You can't hold the punch. They beat you to it. Next time, you shine your eyes.
And quickly on Russia, Ukraine, no? As it stands now, Putin is just only provoking against the NATO. Simply put, they said, I told you on Angel, said, it will never, and NATO can never go into the airspace of Russia. It's a provocation and declaration of war. Okay. Again, I said it on your program said, the Ukrainians were crying, said NATO enter airspace. Now Russia and Timima, as we speak, Ukraine ankasa on call Russia border, untimin for one atom, untimin to two on call Russia side. And you say Ukrainians must defend themselves. I then na push boy no could do that extent.
And the assistance
now, no, yes. Russia, no man quite funnily enough, and would turn military operation into invasion. NATO. As it stands now, no, Russia is happy for what is happening. As it stands now, no, Russia could create only India, China market. As it stands now, no, crypto now become a very high powerful currency among for trading because Russia exposed Europeans. One man Europe a week into British Boris Johnson and your friend Joe Biden they don't buy no. Why are they now saying say Russia Ukraine weapons? Now timin ka say Russia allied forces said don't call Libya no. Allied forces said don't call Afghanistan no. Allied forces said don't call Syria no. Yeah, call Russia airspace. Now Russia ya crash Putin. Said don't go to Saddam. Said don't go to Gaddafi. Said don't go to Taliban, which was good in any way at the time because of the Sharia na omuyeno. What's how much Taliban? And the Russia case, one, I said it's economic war. 2, a political war, and then 3, a diplomatic war. And to Putin, an experienced president, politically experienced president of the world, one of them, if not the second in the world. Or who said, our way, I'll bet twist and turn. No, why expose the Europeans? Why expose the NATO?
Has that happened?
But it is happening because, till today, as we speak, one way dear friends, the North Atlantic Cooperation Council agreement with Putin. Not suspending no NATO friendly friendship. No, a NATO member on only peace missions. But when the North Atlantic Agreement down in 1997, they say, man the borderland countries in Obiama joining. Ukraine no one so assign be. Day and a mama quine. Even 97 and Putin in Mayano. Latvia, Lithuania, Omina Coco joining NATO. But what I say? When the agreement in you, and the man is provoking you people. Now, no, NATO, when they take the table as the airspace of Russia and take this side as the eastern part, Mariupol in the south, and your friend is saying Donetsk and Luhansk. What you say? Our east. NATO for no, at the Myanmar for Poland, which is this side, at the Ukraine. And then the NATO, one shame is so jata there. No major front line. No moti Poland, and I moti Romania, and I moti Hungary, and I mobilization, and I put in Susugusu Yokum Kofo. So much as Putin has not escalated deep to that extent, it is bad on what he's doing, but then he's doing only political campaign to tell NATO say, I don't respect you. Now, Europeans, only the mam oil, American folk pull fast one on Europeans. Say mam on ton oil Libyan. Yabama 1.5 million metric ton. What did they happen to Viaduma? 1.5 million metric. Europeans here 40 million metric ton a month. Americans so bepan 1.5. America folk push you mutual contract in mu. Na member supply na kwenya Europe na ko mi boss. We are the capital market too. Who is supplying them? KOFI, who is supplying oil in Europe? After you say chicken feed, chicken products, food stuff. The beer na turn in middle Europe in German shops in empty. Ni for Ukraine. Why would you provoke the world? Now you say better take advantage na. Russia we kill her. And I am here. KOFI, either Putin is winning or not. What I'm saying is I'm against war.
I'm anti-war. I'm against innocent people losing their blood.
But that's the stance now. Do you see say war number here?
No, KOFI marry an invasion. Because it was an invasion. Obi put in strategy next. Okay. Into our train, no so good pressure. Or train maybe. I'm a NATO for only the Omunia in our bar, Mobebre. Because make 5 any machines, any helicopters, any jet fighters from the come Ukraine. Ukraine for any say any here. Russians soon they are still able to fly over my airspace and bomb me, close the airspace onto me and share. So Otuma, do you know what happens? It means that I NATO or two per airspace now. I NATO call Esro. Now call lining the machines.
Say that territory no.
The jet. It is a Russia bus space now no kono. And no NATO so obey because NATO is organization and ye Kumasi and then ye Ghana and then ye Togo. It is a NATO to Russia, bomb to Russia. Russia knows no NATO. Russia any member countries of the NATO. The member countries in being only Finland. The member countries being only Norway. Countries on the border. Poland, everyone achi, Hungary, everyone down, Romania. It is a Kobani sa. Country biano office obetimi biano no start no hit. So NATO will be divided. After na France be control the border. After na UK be control the border. Until NATO knows say NATO commissioners say we don't want to be involved. Yeah, Biden be and Biden say or the 6,000 strong men odoma kogu Poland me pacho omo Russia.
I was going to find a come away better so, but yemfa NCR for today.
Okay.
Na yenna was say okay home. Very very deep all angles not just say baby yet me attach on and I believe say what ye be a pepo e wo nsemo a opese otie ene ewie. Yemfa NCR na yenna was ye better Mr. Farouk Wahab.
KOFI Bacho.
Yes.
Point of correction. I doubt Mr. Beckham doing next time. No very problem.
Allergy.
My cat was no allergy because allergy on me at that time. Are you getting me?
Okay.
And he said me allergy.
Okay.
Can we be a allergy be a allergy? I need to be but me pianse me per name because my name has a meaning.
Okay.
What does it?
Okay.
The name has a meaning. Into the from Jin Wahab, never be a teacher. Where the Mr. Khan Islamic name be distorted the meaning.
Oh, sir.
Of course.
Auntie
Abdul Rahman, Abdul Karim, Abdul Wahab, Abdul. Let's say Nyamidi, a title is given to God. How do you go and call Mr. God? KOFI my turn. I was 99 names, 99 titles were given to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. If you bring minister to any of these names now, Mr. Biaka, who for Mr. God? But you're Mr. Jesus, you're Mr. Even Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You're free Mr. Prophet Muhammad. In Timpacho, oh, boy, Islamic ni biya dina. Fanny Jin or your Bob Emma friend, sir. So a doctor, a academic title now candia or no nepe. Okay. Me say minimum academic title because me call Makalanta, ya mami title. KOFI Nyamini come on.
I was there for your phone.
Wahab TV way, smart, 8K, Netflix, YouTube, and I feel how you go and you send the boss to be go. Kafab, young conqueror promo. It's a more price no, easy. Oh, machine way. Energy saving. Keeping me no more fresh, side by side. Fridge ni, freezer so ni. Now we man told, Kafam young conqueror promo. We told TV no at easy price. And you do we so check. Wow! Kafam young conqueror promo tea. I was a phone in if you grab me trouble. 6 burner gas oven. You bought for 4 chicken inside. Me tell any assign chairman rice cooker. Kafam atiti home appliances so. Na check any baby. Menyamu blender, menyamu kettle, basenyamu microwave oven. Na say emoni chicken na me say ono na banku ndi free fa. Kafa me nkoko promo no. Ayese wakoto anwamo. Nya cho banku ni nam aka ho. Ele me di banku ni bi. Me di banku. O da bi anwamo ni sin chance me di banku no. Chochofocho. Duane ye de. Kohwegu. Ajimada. Se be say de. Dia.
Ghana, America, Nyabuatwe, Beleshe. Ghana, ni America, Muntie, Emrena, so. Ghana, America, let's gather at the Grand Roosevelt Ballroom, 2nd Hudson Street, Yonkers, New York, on April 16th, 2022, to celebrate our culture, music, and our stars in a grand style. Tap Send Ghana Music Awards USA 2022. Nominees announcement: Catch Pop Skinny, Prior Eugene, Jehovah, Nana NYC, Millicent Yankee, Humphrey Tate, Hetty Koji, 218, Neo CJ, and many others perform live. Sponsors: Van Dosh LLC, Must Be 5 Radio New Jersey, Tasty Cuisine, Arcade Skincare Mixture, Praise TV, House of Praise Chapel, Delaware, A&H African Restaurant, Icon Auto Hall in LLC. This event will be shown live on KOFI TV, Dons TV, Sankofa TV, Edinkra TV, Adum TV, Praise TV, NDA TV, and all our social media handles, including our media partner. Tap Send Ghana Music Awards USA 2022 for the culture and the music.
Minianum, some transfer from Drimupa. Na yare ahuru bi enam aduane bi ayedie so emie nya no. Ompese wonye bia. E de na obese se odidim kakra. Na ne yenim da. Ya diabetes, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, cholesterol, eni kase mroso. Ya keka ho ni nyina no. Se yetimi nya firi nuane bi mu te se banku, fufuo, dokono, ampesie, eni ya keka ho no. Enti na ase pa enkoma True Green Foods. Ya wado ho akobo Green Health Pharmacy. Eni functional medicine center ho. Se wodi nuane bia carbohydrates no low. Yeah, very healthy. Na dey biokran say what diabetes you uni bio. Udi a uni problem. Me musa chire. If you say udi True Green Foods for me no. Was experience
ma pom di na sipi. Me sugar na ehuri koso tete no.
I told you ma.
Medic fufu benku dokono tuzafi eba eni amala. Omuni ane na meka. Se wo kan enche
Dosi mixed fry, Alka mixed fry, Fufu mixed fry, Yummy mixed fry, Kajma porridge, Alta oat, Beta oat, Clean oat, and the baking mixed fry. True Green Foods in Sweden. Start to send me anymore. O council, Sima, na ben.
Biker. We're supporting the new system. Yeah, mama bike.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's not go be able to go in the
Me ko supporting my business for your immune system. Hey, I saw a Viking t-shirt. Mato t-shirt. Me come back the fan kai no. Ni t-shirt to go mommy.
Boss, champion, boss. Mr. Willie one.
Okay.
Viking is supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
Vico 20 is not suitable for children under 12 years of age, pregnant women, and lactating mothers. A quality product from Joy Herbal Center. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ na wọ́n di yẹ́dìyàní à ẹ̀bọ́ ọ̀hún bá free diabetes ẹ̀sìkyẹ̀ yàrá nù hù na ẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀kọ́ nù à ń so ẹ̀gúsíà cancer yàrá nù ẹ̀yẹ Dante virgin olive oil ẹ̀ní Ginkgo peanut oil ẹ̀máyé amansan ẹ̀ní ẹ̀yà túwádìí Ginkgo peanut oil bọ́ ọ̀hún bá ètò cholesterol so ẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀kọ́ nù à ń so ẹ̀yẹ àjùmọ̀jùmọ̀ kàsà Ginkgo peanut oil wọ́n di yẹ́dìyàní à ní dẹ́dànsọ̀ nà ní sàdìẹ̀ yẹn kan nyàmíyẹ́dẹ́ ìfọ́ ní ẹ̀sọ́fọ́ ní Dante virgin olive oil. Enchucha sunsum apam ni kwanu nyinaa mu. Na wani monyam na wonsro man shran sonko. Ya to apeti dwa so pharmacy shops and provision shops. Ahudu nyinaa mu. Ni dodo mu benya ekumase. Bantima ya Ben Silver Crest nchen hwa. Prayer was 0277 080481 and 0513 393867. Ginkgo peanut oil. Any Dante virgin olive oil. Ebo ho ban free nyare wa hodo ho no na esiesie ni pedua no mo ho ofa de addition ko
Malaka African market and I'm papa
African market. Odofo, so wo blonze ha. Na wo pe African market papa didwa. Mo akoma to yem dia. Malata African market edam sronko. Smoked fish, meat, dry fish, sa wo pe kenke, rice, yam, fufu flour ni nnuane ahodo afiri Africa. Afei, ye want to papa. Bo wire kente, adamma se kente, ahwene ahodo. Ani nneoma bebre. Na wo benya wo Malata African market. Hwehwe ye chi akwan ene e number e wo screen so. Malata African market mu King Kong. Malata African market, edam papa. African market, Malata African market.
Gone are the days where you have to move from different shops to buy your products just because you want to save cost. Be an friendly a place where you can get durable, affordable, and quality products just for yourself. From electronics to home decor, beautiful kitchenware, hardware, furniture, to toys. Na friendly the ibutuma ko biara. We are located at Accra Central near the General Post Office and Kolebu